All right, guys, welcome to the Unfiltered podcast for the nighttime edition. It's gonna be an amazing show. We got four amazing guests with us. Let's get it.
Yo, how y'all doing in this beautiful Thursday night? Tonight we're joined with three lovely guests, and my boy Josh Pelton is in the building. Before we get into the episode, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified every time we go live. Also, if you're not in the Discord yet, join the Discord. You can drop us topic suggestions and videos to react to, and we're always in there talking to y'all. Also, if we hit 50K subscribers on YouTube by June 10th, we're going in the cruise. We're going to choose two people from the Discord. It's going to be me, Josh Pelton, my boy Anwar, and Eric keeps saying he's not going to go, but he's
I don't
going
know
to
if
go.
I'm going either.
Oh, so
I never confirmed.
Nah, he was like,
yo, Josh is
never
like,
confirmed.
Josh hits you up last minute.
I said, ask me a week from that date.
Listen, man,
Bro.
something came up. I can't make it.
Yesterday, that was for real. Something came up.
All right, man. Shout out to the chat.
It always comes up.
All right, shout out to the chat while you guys trickle in, man. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and share with your baby mom and your brothers and all that. Today we have some amazing videos that we want to react to. I'm gonna let the guests introduce themselves real quick, and obviously Josh has been there before, so we'll start off with you. Go ahead.
age, name, and what
Hi,
you do
my
for a
name is
living.
Jessie. I'm from Miami.
Okay, and what do you do for a living?
I'm a quality analyst.
Yes, and guys, she's been here before. She was actually requested by you guys, so we brought her back. Shout out to her. And what about you?
My name is Dee. I am from Miami. I am a PMU artist.
How old are you?
22.
22. Okay, shout out to you. What about you?
Good evening, I'm Jennifer, and I'm an administrator.
Go ahead.
I'm an administrator, I'm a cook, I do a lot of things. So
Okay.
It's probably going to be a long list. So
Gotcha.
Make sure to talk in the mic.
Yeah, you got to
Oh,
talk.
yeah,
into the
I'm
mic.
sorry. I'm here.
Also, could y'all like
Sorry.
tuck your hair in on your headphones? real
Yeah,
quick?
just so the chat can actually get a view of you guys. And what about you, Josh? Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Josh Pelton. I make music and I trade and I teach others how to do the same. And I'm here to heal the world.
Sensational.
All right, cool. All right, so guys, today we're gonna react to some videos, but I have a question for you guys, and we'll start off with you, okay? So what is the biggest problem for men in today's society, and what is the biggest problem for women in today's society?
I mean, I think the biggest problem for women in society is certain women that like just push certain things, whether it's being overly masculine in a sense of like they're just doing too much or too aggressive or putting down the other sex. And I think for men, some of the hardest things is also women. So I'll just go double women on that one.
Hey, shout out to her. Okay, what about you?
I would say egos for both. The woman's ego is really, really high. And then the men is also. So I feel like it's vice versa, egos for both.
Okay, can you give me one more thing, just because kind of feel like that's a little cheap. Just give me one more thing, just because it's the same thing. Yeah, just give me another problem for men.
For men?
Yes.
I would say they're not being able to bottle up their emotions, like not being able to like confront their emotions.
Okay, absolutely agree with that. What about you?
So I think both women and men are like suppressed by the patriarchy. So a lot of people talk about shit about only girls are suppressed. What? What do you got to say about that?
How are both men and women suppressed?
Because a lot of times like men are not able to talk about their emotions. Men are not able to do certain things that women can just as much as the opposite sex.
Who's well? You said equally, right?
Equally, I do think equally. Yes, I
Okay.
think both are suppressed in different ways, and that's why we judge each other so much
Okay.
instead of being like better for each other to grow.
Okay, give me another. Just because it's the same thing, give me another thing that like is one of the biggest problems for women
One of the biggest problems for women, like with men,
in society, like today. One of your biggest problems.
I would say like sexual harassment.
Okay. Josh.
So like biggest problems for men and women.
Yeah. So, what is one of the biggest problems for men, and one of the biggest problems for women in today's society?
I think for men just being masculine enough, and I think for women just being feminine enough. I think what the whole goal of especially Western society today is to switch the gender roles, and I think they're doing that quite successfully for the most part. And yeah, it's ultimate delusion, and I think individual thought is necessary in today's society because I think a lot of people don't have it. So yeah.
Very nice.
Wow. Okay. Good job on that one. All right. Cool. So, I want to ask you something. Okay, because you said that we're equally oppressed, correct?
In different ways.
Okay. Can you elaborate on that, please?
Okay, so women have more opportunities in certain areas of life. That
Sorry to
men
cut you
don't.
off. Can you put your mic up a little bit, like tilt it up?
Your mic, just so you're speaking into it. Go ahead.
Sorry, shut up.
So I can actually hear myself better now.
Yeah, there you go.
So wait, we're talking about men, women. We're
Yeah,
talking about women.
you were saying that women have more opportunities.
Yeah, like women have. I feel like women have pretty privilege, right? Like not all women, of course, but like somebody like me, maybe I can have a job like so much easier than a man can, just because of the fact that I'm attractive, and like somebody might be like, oh, we just want that girl. It's not. We don't give a fuck about her brain. We just care because she's like has a pretty face. So I think that's something that like maybe guys don't get as much as women do. And then on the opposite side.
Stop slamming into the table. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's my first podcast.
No, I understand, but like I told you before the show, I was like,
you
look,
didn't tell me anything.
No, I did tell you before.
No,
I told you before the show. Yo, hold on. I told you before the show to put your mic up so that you can speak into it, and you didn't do it, and so you already
eat the mic if you want me to.
already interrupted the show because you didn't listen, and now you're slamming into the table, which the mics pick everything up. So
I see that now.
Cool. Okay, so you were saying that guys, you were giving an example for guys.
Okay, and honestly, I can't
see what happens when you fuck up, and then you gotta like try to come back, right?
Let's not prolong this anymore.
All right, cool.
Ask a different question.
All right,
it's getting repetitive.
All right, wait, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. All right,
you're gonna hate me.
All right, Anwar, do me a favor. Let's get to some of these chats, bro. Shout out to the chat.
All right, shout out to the chat. Shout out to David Jones. Ladies, do you believe women need to have a gaydar?
He said, "Do women need a gaydar?"
Yeah.
What the fuck would it? Oh, for like male best friends.
For male guys.
I see.
Real quick on that. Let's answer that. Just yes or no. Do you think women need a gaydar?
That women need a gaydar? Not really.
Yeah. Okay. What about you? You think women need a gaydar?
No.
No. What about you?
No, I don't.
What do you think, bro?
Only for other women.
Only for other women? Okay. That's interesting because you're into women, correct? Okay, cool. Do me a favor, Anwar. Let's go ahead and play the first clip, brother. And shout out to chat, man. Listen, chat, we're gonna go ahead and get to you guys. I see a lot of chats coming in.
If you haven't yet, it's 31 of y'all in here. Let's like the video. Let's hit the algorithm a little.
Facts.
I can tell this is gonna be a good episode already.
Go ahead.
Can you show me a job where the pay scale for men and women is different?
WNBA pay, as compared to like men's basketball.
Look at the WNBA. They've been playing in front of 300 to 400 people a night for a quarter of a century.
Porn?
I'm really happy that women have an industry where they dominate because there's not a lot of industries where women dominate. So
we gave you a fucking league. None of you showed up. Where are all the feminists? Faces painted, wearing jerseys, flashing their titties, going fucking nuts like the guys do.
I think that this is one of the only industries where a woman will most times make more money than a man.
None of you went to the fucking league. None of you. You all. You. Not me. Not men.
I also am so happy that women are finally put in a position where they can earn more than the man.
Name 5 WNBA teams. Name the WNBA team. You don't give a fuck about them. They play night in and night out in front of nobody. It's a fucking tragedy.
Can you show?
All right, shout out to him, bro. He's fucking funny. All right, since we started with you the other time, we're gonna start off this way now. Josh, what do you think about that video?
Yeah, I think it's hella accurate.
Yeah,
makes a lot of sense. I mean, honestly, like you don't. It's like gladiators, right? In the olden days, like nobody wants to see like a woman fight. Nowhere would anybody like want that to happen.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like now, like I want to see a dude like fight a lion or something.
Right.
You know, so same thing.
Okay. What do you think about that video?
I like that video. He's a cool comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you agree with that video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Okay. So do you agree that women fight for equality and equal pay and
No,
all
they do
that?
not.
You guys don't fight for that?
I don't think that women fight strong enough. They say that they do, but they don't try
Okay.
that hard. Women
so
are very lazy.
Okay, I could agree with that. So what? So why weren't all the women going to the WNBA games? I mean, you see all the guys go to the NBA games.
Because women don't support each other.
Really? Okay.
I truly believe that.
Okay. What about you? What do you think about that video?
I kind of piggyback on what she says. Like, women don't support women.
Okay.
Or
So
it's supposed to.
so
Sad.
is it fair to say that women, they feel like they want it and they talk about it, but they don't do the work that guys do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? What do you think about that video?
Yeah, I still think it's the same thing when it comes to basketball or women's basketball. It's just not viewed that much. And it comes from, you're not gonna see girls go there. You're not gonna see girls go to like almost anything women related, but they'll be at the Heat games, they'll be in stuff like that. And when it comes to porn, I mean, girls for sure can do anything and get paid 12 times more than guys.
Yeah.
Unless a guy wants to do a gay scene and he'll get paid more.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, like,
But girls will do anything.
Girls are more entertaining on porn videos than
Yeah, but
playing
but look at
basketball.
OnlyFans.
Guys,
You have
that's-
like
that's
girls
the
making
reason
money
why.
just squishing grapes with their feet.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I've
yeah,
seen
guys
that.
are weird.
Like
yeah.
money.
Mhm.
Let a guy try to squish some grapes and make
Yeah.
some wine.
Nah, that's
Yeah.
it's yeah.
I
not
see
gonna
what you're
happen.
saying. Yeah. And then also they have that gay shit, ASMR or something like that, where women can just
I get it in like the sense that like, you ever play like music and maybe like the bass hit right and you're just like, oh, so I get it, but it's just a little weird when they're just like like
She's done it. She's done it before.
Have you guys seen like the girls like sucking on the mic?
No.
No.
You want to show us?
I've never seen
No,
that
not
one, bro.
here.
Okay.
No, fuck.
So
You gonna
girls
pay me?
girls suck on mics?
Yeah,
That's the
there's this
thing?
girl,
I
it's
wouldn't
called
put it past
Amaranth,
any
and
girl
she
to be
does it.
honest.
She gets paid like, she makes like 10 million a year, and she
Damn,
owns a
What the
7-Eleven.
fuck?
It's a streamer. She created a hot tub stream, and she's fucking rich as shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So a
Also
lot of
just showing her
simps
titties
subscribe to her and shit
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
because she just shows her tits. Like everybody loves to look at a
Yeah.
girl streaming, doing videos, just like those fat titties, you know?
Yeah.
You guys are so oppressed.
I know.
God.
So oppressed. It's crazy.
All right, cool. Shout out to the chat, man. Let's read some of these chats. Go ahead.
All right, go to the top. MHD News question for the ladies. Oh, you always ask this question.
Go ahead.
What separates you from other girls?
Let's skip that question, bro. Go ahead. Let's do another one.
Yeah, that's why I said that. Okay, here's another one. Question for Eric, Anwar, and Basil. Josh is a very skilled trader. Why haven't you considered learning from him?
I actually learned from Josh.
Yeah. He's actually learning from Josh. And to be fair, Basil and Josh have a better relationship than Josh and I do. But Josh and I, we talk pretty much every other day now. And I'm pretty sure we'll get there, bro. But like, you guys have to understand, my main priority is this podcast, right? So like, I don't really have time for much else. And I'm pretty sure if I had more time, like you guys, or other people, I probably would be into it. But I give everything to this podcast, and I don't know, man. It's starting to show, so I'm really happy about that. But I guess down the road, maybe we'll get there. What about you, Anwar?
Yeah, definitely looking into it. About to do it soon.
Cool. All right. Do we have any other chats? Because we can get to the second video.
We have a lot.
Okay.
Caveman said, question for the girl in the black sweater. Don't you think that men have to earn their egos?
Oh, good question.
I don't think really earn their egos. I think society just makes them think a certain way, so they already act upon it. So I don't really think they have to earn
So
it. I
you
think
think
it's just,
a bum could have a big ego and society won't eat him
bro,
up?
I've literally seen a bum literally say, "Yo, I'm so much better
And
than
he
you."
could walk in here and the rest of us guys will respect him?
No.
Okay, so
That's the point.
society.
Oh, like
Question.
earn respect.
Exactly.
and earn.
You can't have an ego if you're not you didn't earn it.
Exactly.
Well, for me, ego is like a complete different thing. Ego is like thinking you're the shit, like thinking like
Yeah, but
like
if
you're
you're a
above
guy,
people, but
they
you
should
don't.
earn it. That's the whole point.
yeah,
of
like
the
if
question.
you
It's
if you
like they
walk in
should
here
earn
and
their
you
ego.
think you're that
No,
shit,
if it's like that, then no.
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, I guess I would categorize that as confidence.
Mhm.
There's a lot of confident broke guys out there, which I mean, confidence is a good thing because it can get you out of that.
Mhm.
But yeah, men, we don't work like women, so like I can say that I'm the best, and if I walk into a room full of winners, then they're gonna know right away if I'm telling the truth or not, and they'll shame me for it, even if they don't have to say anything. Just the way they carry themselves, the way they look, the way they act. I may not be invited in certain things that they do. You know what I mean? Like, but a woman can sit here and be like, "I'm the baddest bitch alive," and everybody's like, "Yes, girl, you're the baddest chick alive." You know, come to the yacht. So, that's just the way that the world works for men and women. You want to touch on that real quick, Josh?
Yeah, I mean, I think ego is necessary in a man's life. It's like a necessary evil, if you want to call it that, because it can get too big to where it's like now you're just really unhinged in a way. But I think ego is necessary. Like you have to believe in yourself before anybody else does. Like before I became anybody with anything, moved to Miami, have the car I have, do the things I do, like whatever, like got the game I got, like whatever. I had to believe in myself to be able to do that. I had to go through trial and error, and there wasn't really anybody saying, "Oh, do this exactly, and this will get you." Like it was just a matter of trial and error, and yeah, I had to earn it. But at the same time, I always had a different level of confidence because I was raised with just certain things. My mother saying, like every day's a new day, like smile through your pain, boom, 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 right? So like I was raised with affirmations as it was, and most people aren't. So I guess it was a little easier for me in that sense, but. Yeah, I think confidence is something that is earned every day. It's not something you buy, it's something you lease, and rent is due every day. So
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. Are you purposely trying to get me mad? You are?
Yes.
Because I've never kicked anybody out
Oh my
off
God,
this
come
show.
on. It's just I don't know how to act. I have ADHD. I can't stay still.
That's why I'm asking. I'm like, are you doing it on accident or like?
No,
you...
I have ADHD. I'm like,
Okay. All right. Cool. Let's get to some of these other chats, bro. Go ahead.
Avro got a question for the ladies. What's a red flag that actually turns you on?
Good question. What's a red flag that turns you on? I just want to make an announcement for the people that may be watching now that didn't watch the last episode. When you were here, that you actually date a woman, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would hope that would be
Yeah.
like they would be like she dates.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like we got no viewers, so
yeah,
we don't have the same viewers. So okay. So what's a red flag for you that's actually a turn on?
I don't know. It'd be more like red flags to an extent. So I don't mind a little like possessiveness.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of girls actually like that.
So I feel like that's not a bad one.
Let's give the other guests a chance to answer. What about you? One that is a turn on to you that's actually like a red flag.
I don't know if like I would say that, but also being kind of like persistent because I don't know.
Persistence is a red flag to you?
For me, up to a certain point, yeah, because there's gonna be a time where I'm just like, okay, calm down.
Oh, like if you don't like the guy?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. What about you?
God complex. A man having a God complex is like
it's like a big
red
ego
flag. Yeah, it's like a really big ego.
Yeah.
It's like it's a really red flag, but it's good in a way. It's like you want somebody that thinks that they're the shit, but then still humble at the same time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Let's get to some other ones. Shout out to the chat, man.
Miyazaki Lee got a question for the ladies. Do you have a positive or negative view of men?
Just give a quick answer. Positive or negative view?
Both.
Okay. Just pick one.
Positive.
Positive? Okay.
Yeah.
What about you? I'm talking to you.
To me?
Yeah. Positive or
positive?
Positive? Okay. What about you?
Yeah, mine's pretty positive.
Positive? Okay, cool. All right, man. I see you guys keep coming in here. There's more and more of you guys. Make sure you ask any questions to the guests, to the panel. Shout out to our boy Josh. He's in the building. We're gonna get to the second video and then we'll get back to the chat.
What's the second
Yo,
video?
these videos
about?
are fucking funny, bro. Like,
Was it who
this-
did it?
this,
It's complicated.
yeah, he
Or
never
clean
fails.
sewers for 100
Yo, this guy doesn't fail. He never misses.
job
doesn't
for no
miss.
pay, or clean sewers for $100,000 a year.
I
That's
struggle
Alex's
with the smell of poo. So I think a high profile job with no pay, because when you think about it, it would come with incentives.
You can pay your mortgage there.
I guess there's pros to both of them, but to give you a flat out answer, I would prefer to have the high profile job without pay, because if I was high profile, I'd market myself to be sponsored by some company and just keep working at it and get money, get paid, do more with that platform I have.
I'm cleaning sewers for 100K, man.
I'm cleaning sewers. There's no question about it.
Why?
More money.
Clean the sewers. I'm just going in my head. No, I'm gonna clean the sewers for $100,000 a year.
Right.
Or clean sewers for $100,000 a year.
I'd rather the first one.
Okay, so wouldn't that explain why you're paid less?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to do.
Because I really don't want to do that.
You don't want to do the dangerous, dirty jobs.
You know.
So could that possibly be why so many women earn less money than men?
Yep.
So is that based on discrimination or based on choice?
And choices.
Girl on the left is sick.
Would you rather have a high?
Okay.
All right. This is a great
I
video.
was trying to
That was a
explain
good
this
one.
2 days ago. You were on the show, and I was telling y'all the exact same thing. Y'all just it wasn't clicking.
All
It
right.
wasn't clicking. You didn't want to admit it.
All right.
Guys
so,
want to do whatever makes money for them.
yes. So that was a great video. Tell us your thoughts on that.
No, I definitely agree. I think just like I feel like in certain positions, because I feel like women really like to say that the pay gap is like maybe more in a corporate job and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And I feel like women aren't willing to work 80 hours a week. Women aren't willing to sacrifice family time, them time. So it's just like for anything. Or he says all the time, my best friend, he's like, women love saying that guys ain't shit until they gotta like change a tire
Right.
or do this, do that.
True.
So
Very true.
I mean, I agree. I agree with that whole video.
Okay. What about you? What do you think about that video?
I agree 100%. It's based off choice. And honestly, girls, sometimes they're just like, that's where they're at now.
Okay. What about you? What do you think about that video?
Well, the first thing that I said is that women are so fucking lazy. So
Mhm.
it's like they always talk shit about the pay gap, but it's like, what are you doing that's so extra? It's like, I will tell you right now, I'm an admin, but I could sit down and not do shit at my job and
Mhm.
still get paid $20 an hour.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing shit. And then the guys are like getting paid less than I am, but they're holding a bunch of boxes, doing a bunch of crap, like
Yeah.
running around all the place. So it's like, what are you complaining about? I don't
Right.
understand.
Okay. Cool. What do you think about that, Josh?
Yeah, I agree.
What about you, Basil?
Yeah, I think women are also more agreeable, so they won't go ask for a raise. They won't, put themselves out there more. A man, he'll do the extra work if he really wants to make a higher pay.
Yeah, I find it very funny that every single guy, without a thought, was like sewers, right?
Yeah,
More money.
like,
I mean, it
right.
makes sense to us. We're so logical. Look,
Yeah.
okay, I'll do the dirty job. Just I get paid more, right? And all the women are like, yeah, I can promote myself through this. It's like, you guys don't want to do those jobs. So yeah, shout out to those guys.
I
And
think guys that pick the sewer, like we were talking about yesterday, they'll try to become an expert sewer guy or whatever,
Yeah.
and then own the company that handles all the sewers. He's going to be an expert in his field. That's how guys think. We want to be the best in whatever we do.
agreed. One of the things that I've noticed is that women don't typically understand that the way that men show love is through work, right? Like a guy that goes to, those guys on the back of the trash trucks that are picking up trash every morning all day. That's his way of showing love. You know what I mean? So most people don't want to do those jobs. Most people don't want to literally handle trash all day, right? But he's not thinking about himself when he's doing that. He's thinking about his family. He's thinking about his kids. He's thinking about his mother or whoever he's supporting. So that's one of the way that ladies should understand that guys show love through their actions, through their work.
A lot of girls just don't give a fuck though. We had
No,
a girl
for sure, no.
yesterday was talking about like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what type of pay the trash guy
Yeah.
makes. I'm not dating a trash guy because it's boring, it's lame, he's dirty.
Yeah. I gave her an example. Yeah, I gave her an example. I said, hey, if this guy makes $5 million a year, but he's a trash guy, she's like, no, I still won't date him. You know, I don't understand the
But
logic.
she
in
wants
it.
status at that point.
She wants the
She
status.
wants status. Yeah.
She doesn't realize that if he's making $5 million a year, he could have the yacht. You know,
Yeah.
he has a status on
That
the
is
weekends if he
status.
wants it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He could have the car, he could have the mansion on the water. Like, so it's just, you know, the money is the access. And I heard this once. It was
And the
talking
image.
about, yeah, exactly. It's the status, right? So I heard this once. It was about like you teach a woman how to make $1,000 in an hour. She'll work a couple hours a week.
Mhm.
You teach a man how to make $1,000 an hour. He'll work 18 hours a day.
Yeah,
You know,
agreed.
so,
Yeah, 100%. Do me a favor, Alwan. Let's get to some of these chats.
Yeah, Miyazaki Lee has a question for the ladies. Would you rather your son marry a 20-year-old virgin or marry a woman like you?
Good question. And guys, real quick before they answer, make sure you guys get your super chats in, guys, because he's not gonna keep scrolling all the way to the top for the comments.
Yeah.
But go ahead, answer that question.
I mean, that one's easy because I'm a lesbian, so I would tell him to just go for the 20-year-old virgin. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't want him to be with.
Okay.
You know, I want
Okay.
my boy to be with a elegant lady.
Cool. All right. What about you?
Like me.
What?
Like me.
Really?
Why?
What do you mean? Why? I carry myself very well. I was raised properly. I know, like, I know what I could bring to the table. I know my son will be good off with a girl like me for sure.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. But would you say that women that have more bodies typically have more trauma?
Depends.
Like a virgin's not gonna give him any headaches because she's a virgin.
That's what you think, but then her friends get in her ear, and then she'll just start it just because.
I mean, I think that if the right guy gets a hold of a virgin, he'll take care of her.
Yeah.
Vir-
I think the
virgins are
virgin
very
will
rare.
respect her men more.
Respectfully, as a woman, when you lose your virginity, 9 times out of 10, the guy dips. Like
That's why you
personally,
guys
I
should
You gotta
wait.
get
That's
the
not
right
true.
guy.
That's not true.
I-
Because my first relationship with when
I
I
can
lost
make-
my virginity, I was with him for 2 years.
but that's lucky. I was in a
I was
school.
not lucky. He sucked. I was not lucky.
But D, don't you agree that like when a girl loses her virginity, she's more emotionally attached to that guy, so she'll stay with that guy longer?
Yeah, but
Okay.
that's yeah, you're right.
All right.
Mhm.
So usually she do more for the guy. To be more submissive, more understanding, more teachable.
I think with time, it'll all fade away. It wouldn't last long though. With this society, no, it wouldn't. Not.
Not the first. The first is different though.
Yeah, the
'Cause,
first.
like even when like if it's a straight girl, like
Speaking to the mic, sorry, go ahead.
like even with like my relationships, it's a little bit different. Like I would never date a straight girl because I feel like sometimes it's about the first that it's just like they stick longer. Like it's so I can understand for the guy if it's like the first, if a guy's older or whatever and can show a girl a bunch of brand new things, that girl's not going nowhere.
Exactly.
Nowhere. Even when you want her to leave, like if it gets to a point to get crazy, she's not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah.
Realistically speaking.
Okay.
And when you start going out with other guys, you're always gonna think about, oh, this guy did this guy did that.
What about you? What do you think about that question,
I am a 20-year-old virgin.
bro?
I'm like, can you put that?
can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
Okay, but for real, I would. Okay, so I think that definitely sex is something that like it's an exchange of energy.
Mhm.
So you would want to have somebody that's either like more pure, or I mean, I've obviously been with people before, but it's like I select who I'm gonna be with. I don't just fuck anyone. It's
What's your
very
body
important.
count?
You don't ask that to a lady.
Oh, if it's not that much, you wouldn't have a problem answering.
I am gonna tell you. I'm gonna
Okay.
tell you, but it's like with guys and girls.
Here's the thing: whenever I ask a woman that,
I always ask you guys or girls.
if she's ashamed, she'll usually be like,
Yeah, she'd be like,
I'll tell you
I don't
right
know.
now.
Like, why do you
alright,
wanna know?
I'm asking you a question.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell you just the guys? Because that's probably all you care about. You want
I
the
only care
girls?
about the guys. I could give a fuck
Okay,
less about the girls.
with the guys, it's been 7 guys.
7 guys.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. What about you? What would you rather?
Well, one, I'm not a woman, so can't be a woman like me. So definitely the 20-year-old virgin.
Agreed. Yeah, I think
yeah.
I think all the men here would take the
The
20-year-old virgin, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
I don't want a girl with baggage. The fuck?
Yeah, agreed, 100%.
If you got more than 5 bodies, you're
I was
instantly
just gonna
have
ask
a
that,
baggage.
like how much for you guys is too much when it
A
comes to
10.
bodies?
10.
Yeah.
Dude, what?
One.
10.
That's crazy.
Just one?
All the girls that I
He's
know,
like, I work here.
I know
Like,
so many girls that like
nah,
can tell me that they fucked over hundreds of guys, and I'm like, how do you even know when you fuck 100 guys? Like, how do you know that? I'm sorry.
You like lose
How do you-
yourself at some point. Like as
mean,
a woman, if you fuck too many guys, you losing your.
Why do
the
you-
pair bonding
So-
mechanism literally gets destroyed in a woman, and then she can't pair bond with a man ever
Yeah.
again. And you know,
The connection won't be the same anymore.
They're not ready for that.
No, they're not ready for that.
You just dropped it and was like, and
Can you explain that?
Don't worry about what I just said. You'll probably never get it anyway.
Can you elaborate on that for
Elaborate.
everybody else that may not
so,
understand?
so women have what's called a pair bonding mechanism in their brain, and that allows you to deeply emotionally connect with a man. And after a certain whatever number of men that you've done that with, it just gets weakened and weakened and weakened and weakened because each bond now becomes less and less valuable because you've had so many of them. So that's the pair bonding mechanism. And the more men she's been with, the the weaker it's going to be, and the less reliable that relationship is probably going to be as well.
Wow, dropping gems. Okay, cool. Anwar, let's get to a few more, bro. Go ahead.
All right, David Jones with $2 super chat.
Shout out to David.
Ladies, do you go out to the bar with female friends?
Oh, let's hear this raw.
Good question. What about you?
Yeah.
You go? Yeah. Yes. Okay. What about you?
I'm sorry. I was reading a comment
Okay. What were you reading? What was so funny?
about me. How about the ADHD girl? I was like, thanks for calling me the ADHD girl. My name's Jennifer, by the way.
Jennifer. Okay. All right.
So do you go out to the bar with your female friends?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so haram. Okay.
Okay. What do you guys get out of that? Like going out with your friends?
Just a little bit of dopamine.
Yeah.
But it's like not. It's very superficial.
Do women go out for validation? Would you say they do?
I wouldn't say I do because I enjoy going out like to eat. Like that's my favorite thing. It's like I just want to eat good food, enjoy my time with the people that I love, and I love to dance as well. But I do understand that us women, like I'll go to let's say I go to Dirty Rabbit, and it's like I've only been there once. And then I was looking at the DJ, and I was just looking at him the whole time, and it's like, wait, I do want some type of validation because I'm here dancing, and it's like for this guy to stare at me. So I totally
Isn't it kind of
agree.
weird for you though? Like, because you want validation from both sexes, right? Because you sleep with women too.
Actually, that's yes, and I think
You're
that's
very
for
confused
me.
because you go outside, you're like, yo, everyone just look
No.
at me,
everyone's
right?
an option. Yeah, that's what it's hard
It's
to
what's
date a
not hard.
bisexual girl because now you're just like.
No, it's not
It's
hard.
like-
Actually, no, it's not hard. Can I be honest? Can I be honest? I don't. I've never been.
lesbian. Oh, sorry.
I'm
There's
not a
a
lesbian. I'm bisexual, and I lean towards men more.
Really?
I think that to be with a woman, it's more emotional in the way of like, I want to feel like somebody that's soft. Men are not soft, so it's like I enjoy feeling that with a girl, but it's like I prefer being with a guy. Like I've always been in a relationship, so I can't really say like, oh, I've been with a girl. Like I've never emotionally invested myself with a woman.
Which gender satisfies you the most?
A man.
A man. Okay.
Because he knows how to take care of me. He can protect me.
Really?
He can change my tires.
Okay.
I can still change my
Well,
tires.
I
I want my man to go take me. You know?
I doubt you can change a tire.
I've done a lot of things that you don't know about.
Okay.
So how about that?
I'll give you $100 after the show if you go outside and change my tire.
I'm not gonna go change
Okay.
the tires.
All right.
Not for $100.
I don't think you can do it.
I'll do it for $250.
and how long will it take you?
Probably an hour. I just gotta
okay.
YouTube it for 30
Okay,
minutes,
all right.
and then the next 30 I'll be doing
shit,
it.
I
Bro was
lost-
trying to cover the spread again, huh?
No, I want to know, yo, because if I say yes, and then she takes 3 hours, you know what I mean?
I
Like,
said two.
okay,
said
and I had another question too. Okay, so if guys satisfy, but I was speaking more sexually. Like, who
Okay.
satisfies you more sexually?
A guy.
A guy.
I've never had a woman make me come like a guy
Wow. Okay, so then why
Never.
do you go to women?
because I like to make them come.
Okay.
Told you I'm unhinged.
Gotcha. All right, let's get to some other chats. Go ahead.
Let's see. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Chat, like and subscribe.
Repo Daddy has a question for the ladies.
Go ahead, talk your shit, Repo.
He said, "What would you rate yourself strictly on looks?"
All right, ladies, real quick. What would you rate yourself?
I mean, on looks, I'm good with a 6.
6. Okay. What about you?
On this, I'll say a 6.
Okay. What about you?
Damn, girls. You guys are
Realistic,
better.
thank you.
Oh, just don't
Okay,
talk
it's-
about the
it's
other
9.
girls.
I'm sorry. It's 9.5.
What type of her?
Okay, how about
bullshit
this?
are
How
we
about this?
talking, bruh?
How about this? How
How
about
they
this? How
gonna
about this?
keep
How
it
about this?
realistic, and then you come out here talking
no,
bullshit,
no,
bruh.
no.
That's not
Okay, okay. Well, how about
confidence.
this?
You're not being realistic.
Hold on.
That's bullshit.
Okay,
all
I'm an
4.
8.5.
No.
That's still
Okay, hold on.
bullshit.
Basil, hold on. All 4 of us are gonna rate her.
The fuck?
Do me a favor. You go first. Rate her. Just off looks, remember, because she might have a great personality, but just off looks.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I said you might.
I do.
Just off
Stare at me
looks.
too much.
Josh, I'll go first. He's a 4. It may be the 3.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Josh.
Actually, I am. My life path number is number 3, so I appreciate that.
Okay, Josh, what do you rate
Josh,
her?
go
Just
ahead.
off looks, purely off
Fucking
looks, guys.
Sit here and lie.
Purely off looks.
Yeah, like 5.
5.
Okay.
You're generous today.
That's
5?
You're
Listen,
generous
listen,
today.
I'm in
so
a
like
good
you guys
mood.
are doing a scale of 1 to 5,
I'm a
right?
little
No,
tired.
1 to 10.
I don't want to.
No, you guys are
1
doing
to
a scale
10.
to 1 to 5.
1 to 10.
I give her a
Like,
4.
I'm
I'm
not-
a 5. A
Anwar,
4 is
what-
I'm
good.
never talking
Anwar.
to you guys ever again.
Anwar,
The
what
fact
do-
that you told me I'm a
Eric.
5 is like,
What do you
5
rate
is
her?
average.
That's average.
5 is average.
I'm average. I'm not average.
What are you, a
Anwar,
bad
what are you
bitch?
rating her?
I'm not a bad bitch. I haven't done fillers
Why didn't you
yet.
go yet?
As soon as I'm like fully symmetrical, that's when you're
Okay,
gonna
I'll
tell
go
what's up.
first and then Anwar. I'd give you a 3.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you, Anwar?
A 5.
A 5. Okay. All right.
Thank
cool.
you. You're so sweet.
She's average.
She's like
I am
teetering.
average.
She's teetering. All right. Let's get to another one. Go ahead. No, but the reason why I asked the guys to rate you is because you rated yourself so high.
Yeah.
And it's cool to have confidence, but also let's be realistic, right?
I still think that I'm a 9.5.
Realistically, so you're telling me that
Okay,
you can.
realistically, I think I'm a 7.
Oh, okay. It just dropped down 2 notches. Okay.
No, but like if you talk about personality and the things that I can do, then
Just
I go
not-
to a
just not-
9.5.
But we just said beauty.
Okay, my
Okay.
bad. I'm not a good listener, so just take me down.
So off of beauty, what do you scale yourself?
A 7. Stop! I'm just
Hold
telling
on,
you
hold
the
on. Rate her,
truth.
rate her.
God damn it, man.
Please.
Yeah, you're not getting
Just
off.
you,
You
just
ain't
you,
getting
just
off.
you. Just
Yeah,
rate. Give her a rate.
So
But,
I'm
no, the
doing-
reason why is because she's into women. So what would you rate her?
This is just looks because
Just
you are
looks.
funny.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
But I would give you a 6.
Oh, you see, this is great.
A 6 is
This is good.
it's just a little bit above average.
Just a little-
You
So, hold
said
up.
5 was
Hold up. Wait a
average.
minute. Hold on. Wait a
All
minute.
right.
So
Cool.
she's above average. So
That's
when
fine.
you go
Or
out,
like increments. Like
where's
Have you
this
seen my body?
average? Who y'all looking at? No, I haven't seen your
No,
body.
no, yeah. Honestly, guys, understand the scale from 1 to 5. From 1 to 10, 5 is average. There's women in this building that are famous TikTokers and actual models, and they're not even 10s. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So,
I agree.
so how are you a 9? That shit blows my mind.
I have God complex.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
I mean, I like your confidence. I like it.
All right, do me a favor. Let's get to a few more chats, bro. Go ahead.
All right. Let's see. Your mesh, you got a question for the ladies. Has a boyfriend ever cried in front of you? And did you lose
Oh,
attraction
God.
/ respect for him? Don't cap.
Okay. Has a boyfriend ever cried in front of you? Yes or no?
Absolutely, both of them.
Both of them? Damn,
Yes.
you've only had 2?
I've only had 2 boyfriends.
Okay. All right. Has a boyfriend ever cried in front of you?
Yes.
Okay. Was that a turn on for you or a turn off?
For me, it's a turn on because I'm a lover girl, so I want to like hold you and take care of you.
Okay.
I
So
love that.
so what type of crying are we talking about? Like, was it like a bawling crying? Was it like
And what was the situation? Like his
Yeah.
car broke down or like his mom died
yeah.
type shit.
Was it like something that actually mattered or was it
Yeah,
like
100%.
It mattered? Okay, obviously. Okay, so if a guy cried because maybe his phone broke,
No, that's not a turn on. The hell?
okay. So that's what when they're asking these type of
What's this
questions,
about
that's
you?
what they
What the
mean.
hell?
It's a baby.
That's what the question. That's what he's really asking.
Okay, if he's asking like that, then no, that's not a turn
Obviously, it's not a problem if a guy cries at his mom's funeral. Like, come on.
Oh my
Okay,
God,
what
guys.
about you? Has a guy ever cried in front of you?
yeah, because I have guy best friends, but
Oh,
it's-
that's actually good.
Yeah,
Do you
it's
feel like
my
that's
best friend.
okay?
No, I don't think it's okay.
It depends, right?
Yeah, I think like he said, if it's a funeral, if it's something that's like of that,
Yeah.
or it's not bad for a guy to be vulnerable either, you know what I mean? But if it's like superficial, like you pissed me off, I'm so mad, I'm crying, you know, that's a turn off. If you're just crying for anything, it's a turn off. But it's also because even though I'm gay, I'm still a woman, so I can say like that to women. There's just something inside of us, even though whether it's right or wrong, that'll turn us off because we see the guy as like the protector and stuff like that. So it's like
Completely
the harder.
agree. Yep, completely agree.
Yeah, I think having a gay like friend that's a girl would be
Yeah.
so
Best,
dope.
bro.
Yeah, I know.
Like I
know.
need to, like I feel like
Yeah.
we'll be
It's like-
homies.
Do you
That's my
think?
best friend
I need
over there.
some.
Let
Wait.
him know.
Yeah.
what I
So do you
mean?
think that you can be friends with like a gay?
Absolutely.
You think
like
so?
that'd
Yeah.
be so dope.
Okay,
Yeah, especially like your energy and shit, like
Yeah.
you're real as fuck.
Because you
like,
can
I really
you
do
can know it
appreciate
from the
that.
both
Yeah.
sides. Like you can see it. So
It's
like
dope.
if I come to
Yeah.
you and ask you, for a question, you can answer it from both sides.
All right, guys. There's 45 of you guys in here. Make sure you guys ask any questions or if you guys have anything you guys want to talk to the panel about.
45, that's fine.
Yeah. Shout out to you guys. And let's get to another video, Anwar, and then we'll get back to the chats.
Dude, there is an epidemic of gold digging whores in this country. And every night I put on the news and I'm waiting for someone to address it.
What is the difference between a man being a provider and a sugar daddy?
Sugar daddy pays for your shit. Yeah.
I'd rather pay a prostitute so she leaves when we're done, rather than sit here and put a bunch of money into a chick and then taking her out for nice dinners, buying her shit, and you get the same result in the end anyway. She's still paying for pussy.
Don't a lot of men want trophy wives while a lot of women want sugar daddies?
Yes. Yeah.
So how is dating not just a loose form of prostitution?
It's accepted socially to say it's dating instead of prostitution. I feel like females use their body. I feel like males use their money and like what they can do for a woman. And if you gay, I mean, just body, yada, 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 yada.
Men typically have to have looks, money, and status in order to attract lots of beautiful women. How is the man not considered the prize?
Wow, that was mind-blowing.
Why does a man typically have to be the first one to give?
Because that's what you're here. You missed the part about it's in the Bible that it said men are here to provide. I am bisexual. You might buy me something, I might get sexual.
Hey, would you be willing to switch gender roles with a man?
No,
Why not?
no. Pussy is power.
Wow. All right. That was a very entertaining video. Go ahead. Let me hear your thoughts on that video.
I mean,
Speaking to the mic. Go ahead.
the whole video was also like true. I think, the first clip that was like, would you prefer a sugar daddy or provider? And they said sugar daddy. Like,
Yeah.
first of all, that's a lie because women are way too emotional.
Mhm.
So, and a provider is literally providing for you, but maybe not giving you sugar daddy money. Like, how are you not going to pick that over but gold digging, like they said, is an epidemic. And I don't know if you guys knew, but Miami's the capital. Miami's the capital.
Really? Over Las Vegas?
For sure.
But that's different. I feel like Vegas is a little different because I feel like they're just, but like Miami though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, I agree with you because I've been here for a few
I know
months now.
Dr. Miami. I don't know Dr. Vegas. You know what I mean? Like-
Okay. What do you think about that video? Because there were so many different things that were said in that
Yeah.
video. But what do you
Yeah.
think about that?
It depends on which part. Like the first part, like I mean, exactly what she said. Like that's very weird. The rest of the video is 100% true though. Like men should be providers. That's like she said in the Bible. Like it really is in the Bible.
Do you agree with the guy that said that he would rather pay a prostitute because he gets the same result at the end?
For a guy's point of view, I mean, yeah, go for it. I mean, I understand you guys. Like, yeah, at the end of the day, it's what you guys are gonna get. And if you're paying for it, and like you don't want a relationship, you don't want anything, yeah, go for the prostitute, whatever.
How do you feel about men that treat women out to dinners and buy them all this stuff and they don't even get sex, but they get used? And that happens a lot here in Miami. What do you think about that?
I think communication should come first, like from both parties. Like if the man wants to take you out, okay, in that first dinner, talk about like what both of you guys want. So it could be clear for the second one, because then the guy's gonna end up getting himself pissed because it's like, okay, damn, I'm supposed to, I'm doing all these things, but you didn't tell her.
Yeah.
You didn't give her the option to say, okay, actually, you know what? Forget the second date. Let's not even go to dinner. Fuck it. Let's just go.
Wouldn't it be fair to say that if a guy's taking you out on a date, though, that you should already know his intentions? I don't
No.
think. Yeah.
No.
You think guys just take girls out just for fun?
No, not obvious. Okay, not for fun, but I feel like some guys, very small guys, like they take out because they're just interested. They're dating around. They want to see if they're actually ready to settle down in a relationship. Some guys just go out, hoe around, and live their life. Some guys focus on their career, get what they need to get, and then they want to like
What do you mean by small guys?
I mean like a small minority, sorry, of guys.
Okay. What'd you think about that video? I know
think-
there was a lot in there, but go ahead. What do you think?
Yeah, and then my brain can't process
Really?
information very fast.
So should I go with you first next time?
Yeah, you should
Yeah?
do that because I forget. I'm gonna have like a memory of a goldfish. But anyway, so I don't want to talk too much about in depth because I could tell you like what I do, but it's like I know that I can have an idiot sugar daddy that would just take me out, spend like $500 a night, and he's not getting shit because he
Really?
knows that like that's why I say I'm a 9 because like, but then again it's like those are ugly men, so it's like I can't really expect anything. But I don't want to talk too much about it. I do think that
No, talk about it.
yeah, but then I don't make money if he's watching.
Oh, he's watching.
Your sugar baby?
If you're
I
giving,
only have one sugar. I only have one
Okay.
sugar daddy, and he.
Well, tell him to
I
super
do
chat
prefer a
$500. We definitely need new cameras for the studio.
Well,
So.
1 second.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I could get you some
Yeah,
cameras
go ahead.
actually.
Yeah.
I can get you
Yeah,
Tell them to donate right
yeah,
now.
Sugar Daddy, if you're watching, go ahead and super chat $500.
Super
We
chat
appreciate- we'll-
5,000.
I highly doubt
5,000.
he's probably busy doing stuff.
Really? Okay. How do you go about getting a sugar daddy?
Well, honestly, you don't, because you can't. You just find them. Like I don't go
Really?
looking for.
Where
a
can I
sugar
find one?
daddy.
I need a view.
That's
You're
where
saying all
inequality
all they do
happens.
is just give free money?
Yeah, that's why.
Where they at?
That's why inequality happens. They're not gonna pay for your time. They're gonna pay for my time, unless there's like.
Why
sugar
would
mama
they?
that's
Why would they
interested.
pay for your time and not mine?
Because I'm a smart, beautiful girl that like they're interested in, and like I know that like,
Uh-huh.
you fucking love to do that shit. And you love to do that when I'm talking the real shit, huh?
Go ahead.
Okay,
You think
okay,
he
I
cares that
see.
you're smart?
He does actually. He always says Jennifer. Like, I don't even want to. This is
Is
embarrassing.
or is he just saying that?
No,
to,
no, no,
like,
tell us
boost
what-
your
tell us what he
ego?
tells you.
Maybe he's doing it because he wants me, but he knows that he can't. Because I
Really?
made that very clear.
So what do you think about a guy that is giving you all this and he knows that he can't have you? Don't you feel bad for him?
I do feel very
You do?
bad for him.
But you're still gonna take his money.
That's not my problem.
Hey,
shout out to Sugar Daddy.
I hope you guys are fucking
Ruthless.
watching.
It's not my problem.
Let me ask you a
Karma's a
question.
bitch.
Yeah, let me ask
Oh,
you a question.
can I-
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Well, I wanted to finish because I did. Now I'm starting to remember. So I do prefer a guy that I'm attracted to that could provide for me just as much as I could provide for him. Like we provide for each other. I would like. I don't want to have a sugar daddy, but I need one because I like to live lavish. So I need to have somebody take me.
Really?
I hate spending money on food. So it's like
I like to
it's-
live lavish too, but I can't get a sugar daddy.
I know, but that's where the inequality happens. And I mentioned that in the beginning. Us women have certain privileges that you men don't have just as much as the opposite sex does,
No, not just as much. We only have one.
which is,
You tell me.
you tell me.
The double standard that we can sleep with as many women as we want. I don't.
Actually, that's true. I don't like a guy that's a whore.
I can't think of I can't think of any other double standard that benefits us that you guys don't benefit from too. And you guys are even trying to take the one double standard that we benefit from and trying to take that shit and use it too. So it's like,
But only for the one. It's not my fault that he's okay with that. Like he consents to that just as much as I'm consenting to like, you can hang out with me, but I'm not giving you this. Like you know.
poor guy.
Has
poor
he ever
guy.
tried?
I really don't feel
Of
bad for
course.
sugar daddies. I think
Of
it's
course.
I think it's a little
Yeah,
like it's like, yo, if you know like on a sexual marketplace value, like your physical attractiveness is a 5 as a man and you're with a 10 on a date and you just think, oh, she like likes me, like you're delusional.
This
Yeah,
man
like,
just
if you have
compared me to a
money,
5.
yeah. No, I'm saying that if you're a guy that has money and you're like, you know, you're not like in her league physically
Mhm.
on physical beauty, then you know what you're being used for. Like I know if I'm on a date with a woman, it's not just for my money. Like I know
Yeah.
she's genuinely attracted to me, 100%. I'm no doubt in my mind. You know, but if you're some fat fuck and like you wear glasses and shit and like, you know, whatever, you got like some scruff on your face and your teeth are fucking like fucked up, like you know what it is, you know what time it is. That's the cold hard truth. It's like take care of yourself, get in shape. Like if everybody could just
He
be
is
in
fat.
shape, you would your face will literally conform and look
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
You'll
That's
look
true.
have a gaunt look, your cheeks will be sunken a little. That's sexy. That's what everybody wants. That's
That's
what every
true.
modeling agency wants,
Yep.
men or women. If you can just be in shape, take care of yourself hygienically, like you're already 9 out of 10 steps ahead of it against everybody else. So
Yeah. That's actually really, really true. Let me ask you a question. Is it just as easy to find a sugar mama for guys?
Absolutely not.
No?
No,
Why
I don't
not?
even think you guys we can really find sugar
Because
mamas.
I've heard that there are some sugar mamas
Oh,
out there.
absolutely.
Yeah, there
I would love to be a sugar mama.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're broke though. How,
But I won't be
Eventually,
one day.
right? Okay,
Yeah,
eventually.
like I should
Wait,
be
why
a
do you want
millionaire
to
by
be a
this
sugar
year.
mama though?
Because I like to provide.
Hmm.
Like
bet.
for my partner though.
You're
I'm
like a
not- wait,
walking
wait.
like opposite. Like
Yeah.
you
But would
like
you get
men.
mad if he doesn't
Wait,
want to
wait,
do
wait.
anything with you?
I'm interested. What are you talking about?
You like men, you like women, you want to be taken care, you want to be taken care of, and you want to provide. Like
But
it's
why
like,
is it? Why can you have it
like
all?
okay,
It's like,
so
why can't I
what?
have a
So
woman
no,
and a
because
man? Why?
Wait,
why
hold
is
on,
that?
hold on. Are you
I-
pansexual?
No.
so when
What
you
does-
wake up in the
what does
morning,
that mean?
okay, so
you,
when
you
like
would fuck
everything.
I'm not
with
gonna fuck-
Transformers.
No, I no.
You're so
Mm-mm. I would
So,
not fuck a transformer.
when
I
you-
would fuck a girl and I would fuck a guy.
okay, so when you wake up in the morning, how do you decide if you want to be taken care of that day, or if you want to be, the one
I
taking
want
care of
both.
someone? You are very
You're
complicated.
difficult as fuck.
Am Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's okay. And nobody, if somebody doesn't want to deal with me, have a
Alright,
nice life.
Recreational use.
Yeah,
Have a great life.
I find
I don't
you-
understand why I can't. Why can't I help my man build his business and make it better?
That,
Why
that,
can't
that's
I
not what you're talking
Yeah.
about, though. That's not what you're saying.
Because I'm talking about providing.
Yeah, you're talking
But I
about.
provide. Okay, I cook. My man's gonna give me money. I'm gonna get the groceries with his money, and I'm gonna cook a really good meal, and he's gonna enjoy.
That's
it.
not
That's
providing.
being nurturing. That's
Yeah.
not.
Okay, so
that's
I'm a
not
nurturer
providing.
then. That's
If
what
you
I
use
am.
my money to get stuff, you're not providing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm providing.
But then I'll pay for the trip. You'll pay for one trip. I'll pay for the other one, and that's okay. Why can't a relationship be 100-100? Why does it have to be 50-50 or
I
whatever
bet.
the fuck?
So let's go to LA. I'll let you pay first, and I'll pay the next trip.
Okay, how about
So
this?
we have to both already
All right.
have a plan.
How about this? You're laying in bed with your guy, right? A burglar breaks into your house. He has a knife and a baseball bat. Who's going down? Because you said 100-100, right? Who's going down?
We're both fucking him up.
Nah.
We're both fucking him
I-
up. I swear to God, I fucking kick him in the balls or something. I'm not kidding.
You're
Dude.
useless. You're useless. Like you're in the way. If anything, like get the fuck
So you
upstairs.
prefer me to go
Now I have
perfect?
to.
I'll do
No.
that
Now I have to worry about. Oh, is
Right.
he gonna get hit? Is he
Right.
gonna, now I have to worry about another
I'm a
person.
5. You don't
If you
care
could
if I'm
stay
gonna get hit.
upstairs,
No,
if you could stay upstairs in the fucking closet and call.
Exactly, I'm disposable.
But
Everyone
but I'm not gonna be with a girl that's disposable. If I'm with someone and she's in bed with me and we're laying like we have a family together, then obviously I care for her. The last thing I want is for her to get hurt.
Exactly. Like go get the kids, stay in the fucking closet, call
You guys so
911. I'll
selective.
handle this shit. You're useless. You can't even beat a 15-year-old up.
You really can't.
Shit.
I do boxing. What the fuck is
The
up with
fuck
you
does
guys?
that mean?
Yeah,
I don't
realistically,
give a
we need
fuck,
guns.
Keisha.
We need weapons.
Yeah. All right. Let's.
Oh, wait, but I do have a gun. So what about if I just shoot? the
Okay,
person?
yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna
but
say
okay,
that.
okay, that's great. And I know we live in Florida, that's great, but like not everyone has a gun in their home.
Okay,
Okay.
but you're talking about me.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah, but we also talk. We're
You're
also
talking about me.
I'm not talking general. It's-
No, but and we always
Very
talk in
fucking hot
general
in
here,
here.
right? It's unless we're specifically talking about you. But yeah, I get you.
But at the end of the day, men are the protectors, right? So you could sit
Yes,
in the
they are.
closet with your fucking gun. If he finds you, shoot him.
I just think
But
that
like,
if,
why would you put yourself in the line of fire?
what's your
When
name
you-
again? Shit,
my
what-
name-
Jennifer, right? Okay, Jennifer. I just think that if your man actually lets you go down, let's
Don't
say you
fuck
guys,
with
He's
let's
a
say
little
you
bitch.
guys, exactly,
But I know
and
that.
you'll know that for
But
the
I
rest of
do
your
know
fucking
that.
life.
And then I'll
So the
leave
next,
his
so
ass.
exactly.
So,
So-
is that like one of your shit tests or
So
I
something?
just love self-sabotage.
Okay, so how is it 100-100? How is
It's
it 100?
100 because we both provide certain things that the other might not have.
Okay.
That's why it's 100.
Josh,
You're
Josh,
toxic as
Josh,
fuck.
you're a little bit better with your delivery. Can you explain to her why it's not 100-100?
Go execute it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's like, look, all I really want out of a woman is just be beautiful, submissive, cooperative, cook some good meals, give me a massage, you know, and that's really it.
And what are you gonna
Respectful
give
and
me?
loyal, and
What are you gonna give me when I
and
Some
give
the
good
you
world,
dick
things?
and some-
the world, and yeah, that too. But it's like, yeah, I mean, like, if you want to go out there
I'm
and
super okay with that.
yeah, and that's the exchange, but it's not a matter of necessary. Like, I don't want a woman to pay for dinner. I don't want a woman to take me on trips. I don't care to date a woman for her financial status nor what she can provide in that area. Like,
But
I want to be that. Like, I would actually prefer a girl that hasn't been around the world, a girl that hasn't been on the yachts, a girl that hasn't been in the supercars. Like,
Okay.
I want to show you that shit.
Okay.
Like, I want to put you in your
What-
first supercar. I
what-
want to put you on your first yacht. I want to put you in a different country. Like, I want to have those experiences with you. Yeah, I mean, lead you into those things. Yeah, and I'm teaching you how to be patient right now and how to have respect, because that's something that obviously you got to learn. So there it goes.
I'm just
But go
21.
ahead.
Can you give me some patience?
Just 21. I mean, you know right from wrong by the time you're 5. So it's, you know, like, come on.
He's woken up. He's woken up.
Bro, Jennifer. The crazy thing is, while I'm seeing this exchange, Ermeshi's like, Jennifer's the best guest in a while.
Yeah, they're all saying that.
Stop.
What the fuck is going on with you, chat? All right.
9.5. I'm a 9. Can the comments? Can you guys say what?
Like,
Alright,
don't
whatever.
get me
Guys,
wrong.
rate me.
Don't get me wrong though. If I'm
Rate me.
downstairs like beating the shit out of a dude, or like I'm shot and then like we're shooting out, and like you have another gun upstairs, but
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
hit me.
yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
fucking hit me. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna know how to shoot. I'm gonna take you to the range and teach you how to do
Right,
that. So
right.
if it does come,
Thank
so I
you.
understand that
Thank
part,
you.
right? But it's like, if we're gonna live together, we're gonna die together too, I guess. And if you're about that shit, then so
If
be it.
I'm in
you
love
know,
with
but-
you, I want to
But
die
I'm gonna
at
be
the
the
same
one going
time.
down first. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
obviously.
So,
Exactly. Yeah. And look, a real man's gonna want it like that. Look,
Yeah.
let me go down first. If I need you, fuck it, help me.
I
But
love
let
that.
me
That's
go
so-
down
That's
first,
so
right?
sexy. That's very beautiful.
Your first instinct should be get the kids though.
Yeah,
Okay,
100%.
first of all, I'm
My
not
thing
thinking
would be
about
get the
kids right
kids
now.
out.
You said what?
I'm not even 25. Why am I thinking? You guys are already thinking about kids?
Austin says 21. You look 30.
I do get that a lot.
All right, chat. I want you
Typically
guys,
it's 25 though.
chat. I want you guys to rate her. Just put a number down from 1 to 10,
1.5.
because she really wants to be rated by you guys. So go ahead and
Guys,
Jennifer,
we're
you
back
throw,
in high
bro.
school. We're back in.
Go ahead and
middle school
give her
right
a
now.
rate, guys. And shout out to the chat. Let's get to a few more, and then we'll get to the next video.
All right, David Jones got 2 super chats.
Have beautiful
Where
teeth.
the first one, he says 5% of that sugar daddy super chatting. 5% chance of this sugar daddy super chatting. My fault. And then second one, he said, Jennifer, are you a throat goat for your sugar daddy?
Am I? Oh, what? I don't even know what that is.
Are you a throat goat?
What is that? Like that? I
Put
just
one and
don't
one
throw-
together.
A
Throat.
go and a go.
Go.
Throat. Did you not hear what I said? I do not give him my body. He can get to see all he wants, but he's not touching anything.
How about your 2 boyfriends? Were you a throat goat for them?
What does that mean?
You know what that means.
You know what
Okay,
that
so
is.
I just like
You know
put it
exactly
all the way in.
the way you grabbed the mic when I said that. You know exactly what it means.
Yes, of course. They're my boyfriend.
Okay. All right.
What the
Cool.
fuck is wrong with you?
Let's get some of these ratings, bro, because the chat is actually someone rated you a 630. What the fuck?
I love how precise that is. You see,
We
that's
got a
sexy.
2 from Austin. We got a 6 to 7
A
from
2. Thank you, Austin.
from Alejandro. Gave you a 6 to 7.
Okay.
Christian, I love you. Thank
Christian
you for
gave you
doing
a
that.
9.5.
And Christian's a 9.5 too.
Christian trying to slide. in the
Christian.
DMs.
Who is Christian?
It's a friend of mine. I told him to
Okay,
go out.
of
Hey, all of my
course.
friends are in the podcast
Of
right
course.
now. You're fucking welcome.
Of course. Yeah. 9.5. Christian. All right, cool. Let's get to the second.
you,
wait,
Negrón.
is there another super chat or no?
No,
You got a boyfriend right now? Are you single?
Oh wait, do you have a boyfriend? That is a
Yeah,
good question.
are you
actually.
single or you have a boyfriend?
Jennifer.
Oh, hi, thank you.
You have a boyfriend or are you single?
Hold
Do you
on,
think I'll be talking about
okay.
sugar daddy? You think I'll be talking about the fact that I make girls come?
Jennifer,
Like,
is your attention span really that short?
super bad.
Hold on, straighten the mic, please.
What?
Why do you think I have a planner? I should probably be taking notes.
Oh,
Wait, just straighten the mic a little bit.
straighten the mic too. Yeah, to the mic. There you go. Grab that. Yeah. Just like Look. All right, chat. I hope you guys saw that.
Bro, is this for fucking like
Bro.
content? I can't even tell, bro. Like, I can't even like.
I'm just trying to go viral.
Why are you trying to
Just because I did this is like, wow.
Go ahead. You might as well just start twisting it too. All right, cool. Wait. So you have a boyfriend? Yes or no? No.
Sugar daddy.
I'm gonna start ASMR right now.
No.
You definitely have a boyfriend. You just don't claim him.
I do not. No,
You just don't claim him.
I do not have a boyfriend. I actually just recently, 4 months ago, I broke up with my ex out of 4 years that we were together.
Why do you
Okay.
break up with him? If you don't mind me asking.
He did not provide, and I
Oh.
was the one actually financially the stable one.
Really?
And he was 26, and I was with him since I was 17.
Okay. This is a nice segue into my next question. Tell me one thing you did wrong in your last relationship.
I did many things wrong.
Damn.
Um,
This is like the first
Yeah, at
time a
least
girl
you're
has actually said that.
self-accountable.
Yeah.
I'm very truthful. Like
Okay.
I'm never gonna lie to you because I think like the biggest thing in it's loyalty and like being able to be your truest self. Like that's
Yeah.
so important to me because I don't want to be your friend if you can't be yourself. Because
Damn.
I'm not gonna be myself either.
Okay.
It's like so anyway, jumping back to the question. So I think that what I did mostly wrong was I do have an attitude, which all of you guys could see.
Yeah. Yeah, you've
that
been
is one
trying
of-
me all night. But go ahead.
That's probably my biggest problem. And I think the other problem was the fact that I enjoy to have fun, and maybe it's not like a bad thing. Like he didn't. Like I was always like, let's book a trip here, let's do this, let's do that, and he was like, yeah, what the fuck, you don't do shit, you know. But I do think that I did many things
Maybe
wrong.
he just didn't have the money to do it.
Of course he did it. I mean, I've been fucking providing for him since I was 17.
Wow.
Oh man.
Okay. Well, just like he doesn't feel bad for the sugar daddy, I don't feel bad for you.
Okay.
Okay.
That's cool.
But how long have you had the sugar daddy for?
For like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Oh, he's
I was trying to see if it
super
overlapped.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
super.
I'm
I'm
trying to see
super
if she was
recent.
like 4.5 months. I was like, ah.
No,
Okay.
no. It was super recent. I actually met him because of a mutual friend from work. So it's not like I just met the guy. Like I'm not
So
crazy.
do you feel like
that.
eventually you'll let him slide? Because it's
Yeah.
only been 2.5
I
weeks
would
and
have.
he's already
Yeah.
tried.
I would let. I swear to you guys, I would let him slide if he paid me 15.
You see how the answers change.
Listen
At
to
first
How
it
much?
was
How
a
much is
definite
it?
no.
Everybody's
so-
got a price.
Yeah.
So my price because I'm a broke bitch right now.
Uh-huh.
If I wasn't, I would not be with
What's
the
your
sugar
price? I
daddy.
think you said 500.
15K a month or 20.
God,
15K.
And
a
I know that he
month?
might not give it to me, but it's okay. That's my ultimatum. Like, I'm not going to change it for you. And if you don't want to fuck me, you won't.
Yeah.
I don't understand
why
guys
Yo,
do this
you
shit.
think your pussy is worth 15K a month?
No, because it's not just my pussy. It's you're getting the whole package.
So you be his girlfriend, or you
yeah.
try him a little bit
I'll
more?
be- yeah.
I don't know. You seem a little masculine. So what the whole
I am a
package is?
little- The fact that I can change a tire too.
After 30 minutes on YouTube.
She said she had to YouTube it. Okay. One thing you did wrong in your last relationship, D.
I would say my attitude.
Yeah.
For sure.
Typically, girls have a little too
And
much attitude.
miscommunication. I suck at communicating. It sucks for me to open up a little bit.
Okay. What about you? One thing you did wrong in your last relationship.
Mine was definitely communication. That's why, like, that's the one thing that I won't change from my ex to like the future is I'm gonna communicate.
I find it really weird that you guys are saying communication because you guys all talk a lot.
No.
Well, I'm saying in general, women talk a lot.
Yeah.
So how are you guys sucking at communicating?
I think that goes
Like
deeper.
when
and
we say one, like for example, I know you've had a girl that probably says one thing to you that you could do something,
Yep.
but then you do it and then she's gonna be pissed off.
Mhm.
That's not communicating properly. I think I think vulnerability takes a while to like really be able to have it. Like I feel like you got to go through some shit to be vulnerable to a certain extent where you can talk about stuff.
Okay.
So you guys know that depending on the girl, they like to talk, but they don't know how to talk. Like there's a big difference.
Okay. All right, cool. Let's get to some of these other chats, bro. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna scroll all the way up. For this.
Shout out to the chat.
Shout out to the
And then we'll
chat.
do another video.
Dakota Zimmerman. I have a question for the male host. Would you date a girl who makes more than you? If so, why?
I wouldn't. Unless I really liked her and like I knew she was the one, but then I still even then I still couldn't have her out earn me forever. Like I'd have to like I don't know. It's just my thing, man.
Yeah, I couldn't. She couldn't out earn me for a while, but no, I don't really care. I'd date up. It's
No.
not going to change the male and
Yeah, but it's
women
not.
paradigm.
I'm gonna let her
between
answer
us.
and then I'll go back at that.
I mean, that's rare. That's
Yeah, it's very
that's
rare.
Very,
Yeah.
very rare for me.
I think
so-
it's
well, yeah, for you too. Yeah, you're
I'm
up
like-
there. Yeah, you're
I'm
up
like,
there.
Nah,
Yeah.
like if I meet you and you really checking all those boxes, but chances are, if you made that much money, you either sold a lot of your body, or you are too masculine for me to even want. Because I believe just the effort of like pursuing something to make money it can be a little masculine. Like if you're that CEO boss bitch kind of thing, like I don't want that anyways.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, 100%. And even if I did, like I said, I couldn't have her out earn me forever because that's not sustainable. Women don't like to out earn their men.
what if it's an
typically.
inheritance?
I was gonna say
That's
that, would you
different.
guys-
That's different.
That's
Though.
different to
She
me.
didn't earn
Yeah,
that.
that's
You know what I
different to
mean?
me.
She didn't
Yeah.
earn that. And I could take some of that money and flip it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You know, Jay Electronica, he married into the Rothschilds family.
Yo, I didn't know that.
How?
He's
He
a
has
rapper.
to be connected.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
has to
he
share the
signed
same
to
blood.
Hove and like never released an album. He only produced for him.
Wow.
He was supposed to release an album, and then like when he finally did, it was like 10 years later.
Right.
Like, Hove is like he was like that's one of the only rappers other than Eminem that's better than me.
Wow.
He's like that's one of the two rappers better. Yeah.
That's
But he-
crazy.
But he literally married into the Rothschilds and he was like, "Fuck this."
Right.
He's like I just rap because I like it.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
I mean, at
So,
that point, you don't
yeah.
need it, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's get to some of these other chats. Go ahead, bro.
Miyazaki Lee has a question for Miss ADHD. Are you on medication? ADHD plus
No.
woman is a very bad combination
No.
as your emotions are already chaotic.
I am very chaotic, but I would never take medication for that. I can just fix myself spiritually and eat better food.
All right. Let's get into another one.
My
and then
only
we'll do the
medication
video.
is weed.
Dynamic Soul got a question for Josh. What are your thoughts on some Bank of America customers' accounts getting drained? How are you protecting yourself from this glitch in the matrix?
Yo, I was actually seeing that earlier today.
I didn't even know about that.
They're
I don't,
being
I don't use
drained?
Bank of America. I worked for Chase, so I use Chase predominantly. And then obviously you can have offshore trading accounts that you can just leave money in as a bank account. I'm releasing a bot, so maybe I'll come on a day show and talk about that. You know, it's done 96% in 13 weeks. That could be your bank account. Yeah, so I would say offshore accounts, offshore bank accounts. Yeah, go with private bank accounts as well. Private banking is good as well. So yeah, I mean it's one of those things, right? But you could also, I mean, potentially crypto wallets, stuff like that. But that only goes so far. So yeah.
Yeah, guys, listen, he's talking about a whole different tier here, man. If you guys are basic guys, you guys want to understand a word he just said. But if you guys want to go ahead and learn more, make sure you hit him up on Instagram. His link is going to be in the description. And you do have a course also, right?
Yeah, I have a course, studentsoflife.com. That's my brand. It's soul without the U. So studentsoflife.com, and then obviously in my Instagram, link in my bio, I have a link tree, and you'll see where I do mentorship, lifetime mentorship, and then I have Earn and Learn as well. And then the bot will be coming out here shortly. So yeah.
Cool. All right. And
yeah, that was actually it was Zell that was fucking up.
Gotcha. Yeah, it was Zell. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did read that too, and also a lot of banks have been fucking up lately, so it's not just Bank of America.
So that's a sign. That's a sign to
yeah.
start moving your money out of the banks.
Yeah,
that's not going to be a popular opinion, but
yeah,
that's a sign.
I've been noticing that a lot too with like transactions I've been making. Yeah, man, the chat is still loving Wonderfur. They're calling you Wonderfur now with a W. All right, cool. Onward. How many other videos do we have? I think we have like one more.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Let's do that one, and then we'll get back to the chat.
I'm gonna change my name now.
I don't know why the chat likes you so much, to be honest.
Because I'm
The sex over when the man finishes.
You just rude, huh?
No.
A woman can have multiple orgasms. Is the sex over when the man finishes or when the woman taps out?
When the woman taps out, if you have to ask, then you shouldn't be in the room. Duh.
So how do you know when sex is over between two women?
It's not over.
It never ends.
Okay, you stumped
Forever.
me. I guess you don't.
If a woman can have multiple orgasms.
All right, this is a good video for all of you guys, but
For
especially
two.
for two of you guys. So we'll start off with you. How do you know when the sex is over for two women?
I feel like you physically
Like it's
yourself.
infinite.
Yeah.
She's like, it's my whole weekend.
Your arms don't work anymore.
Once
You're
you're
like,
clean.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just feel like it doesn't end, but but I mean, that's the only thing I could have.
Do you guys time it, or is it just like a?
Depends on what I have shit to do the next day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause- So
Okay, cool. What do you think about that? I won't skip you. Go ahead. What do you think about that?
For the men, obviously, I feel like when the men finishes is when we're done. But if you keep going, I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What about you?
For the man, yes, but for women, it's like, actually, who's done? Like both of us.
I mean, you said you
I
like to
think-
make women come, so
Yeah, I do like, but it's like once they're done, they're like, I can't. My clit is sore. Like once your clit is sore, it's like you can't do much.
so.
Don't act like
what-
you don't know
what-
about that. You're like looking at me like I'm
what-
fucking insane.
yeah, but usually you finish a couple times before it gets there, unless you're just like doing something
But
incorrect.
that's
and
what I'm
it's
saying.
like-
Oh yeah. But what I'm saying is like like you kind of
Very
do
nice.
it again, and then after you go again, and like.
Okay,
So you want
so
us to
typically,
do that?
when do you notice that a woman gets like when she's over it? Like after 2 times, 3 times, 4
Honestly,
times?
like it depends because so many like all of us are different. Like some women come more than others, so it really depends. If like I have to know my partner. Like I said, I'm not just gonna be with anyone. So it needs to be. If you like come twice and I'm like I'm good, I'm perfect. Now you come over here and you.
I feel like for girls, it's like 3 or 4 though.
Okay, this
where
is a-
they're just like enough.
Okay,
But
this
like
is
guys love to keep it like some guys like keep going and then it's like you're done. It's like no, you're not done yet. It's
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like,
But then you guys can't complain because I feel like women be complaining that.
oh, I
sometimes,
can't
like,
complain. Like
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
was
gonna lie, I
like-
can't complain about that.
okay. So, do you ladies feel like men are selfish in sex? Because our main goal is just to come once, guys. We're not looking to go 4 or 5.
That's never my goal. My goal is to make her come. Like
Oh yeah,
3,
yeah, of
4
course.
times.
But what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
ultimately, we want to
Yeah.
come, right? Men
Yeah,
want to
of
come. So,
course.
do you feel like it's selfish that it ends when a guy comes? Usually for women.
I don't know. Based off of my best friend, like he's gonna make sure that you're good first, and that's the only
Yeah.
the only opinion. You know what I mean? So he's gonna make sure that the woman's first.
Okay.
And then
What about the guys that don't? Some guys are selfish.
some guys can't help it though.
Yeah.
I
Yo,
mean, some
that's
guys
true.
are
That's
selfish,
true.
Some guys,
That's
you know,
true.
it's just like
She talking to me. Shit, I don't give a fuck. If I'm not trying to date you, yeah, fuck. Recreational use of them.
he's like.
So you're telling me
That's your
that
reputation on the line.
But you know, it's crazy. They always gonna come
They
back
talk.
because I did it. Fuck.
they do talk.
They talk.
They
You better
do talk.
put a fucking performance
All
on.
you
it.
gotta, all you got to do is the
100%.
first time blow they back out. They might not come off of it, but you blow they back out. They're gonna like, damn, I want that again.
Okay,
Like a
so
honey
can
pack.
okay, so can a woman get satisfied even if she doesn't come? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, for example, if a guy blows your back out but you didn't come,
we can do it again later.
yeah.
Exactly.
She said,
Men are not selfish. Like I don't think they're selfish. You guys only come once. You guys kind of like meditate once you're done, and us women, we can keep going because we're chaotic.
Gotcha.
What if this is like a major key actually? Men don't come. Just don't do it, and then watch what happens. Just watch. Just do it for like an hour, and then just hold your nut and literally don't even plan on doing it. Before you ever go in, don't even plan on doing it. Don't even plan on finishing. Make her finish 3, 4, 5 times where she's sore, boom, done. And then don't even bust a nut and watch. Just watch. Just
Bro.
go straight to the shower off, whatever. Be like, all right, I'm ready for sleep. She's gonna be like, what? Am I not
Bro,
good
that's
enough?
crazy.
Am I not good enough? Make all these little things come up, and then next thing you know, she's in love with you. There you go. There's a sauce.
Hey, he's dropping gems. Listen, man. I wasn't gonna say it, but you know, I feel like a woman, you know, a woman will always want to like, was it me or was it him? You know what I mean? And I just feel like another thing is, look, man, I've done it before.
Yeah, that's
no,
funny as fuck.
I've done it before where I had sex and like I didn't come, and it was like I wasn't even like I was chasing that nut. You know what I mean? It was just more so like the interaction, and then now I'm looking forward to the next time. You know what I mean? So, yeah, thanks for dropping that sauce, bro. All right, cool. Let's get to some of these chats. Go ahead, bro.
Admiral has a question for Jennifer. You said you've only been in 2 relationships. Is your body count higher than 2? I guess.
Yes, it is. Have you not been watching?
Right.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
You need to start at 10 p.m.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay, but it's not higher than 10. It's fucking 7.
Other ladies.
Oh, I'm a 7 because of those other guys.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Any other ones? Go
You're
ahead.
damn near borderline.
We want to know the body counts of the
I have
other
borderline
girls.
personality disorder.
Yeah, go ahead. Any other ones?
Oh shit. I fuck with that crazy shit.
He wants to know the body counts of the other girls.
Okay. Ladies, do you want to share your body count? Go ahead. What's your body count? For guys only. Guys only. Guys only. One guy.
That
God
was a
damn.
bad experience.
You want to know what's
Bad.
funny? Yo, you want to know what's funny?
It wasn't.
There was a lesbian that
I
came
played
here.
softball.
There was a
This the
lesbian. that
funniest
came-
ass
yo,
story.
There was a lesbian that came in. She sat right here, and she's like all into women. She had sex with 2 guys, and she got pregnant by both guys.
Yo, that shit is
Oh, she was
hilarious.
so
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I
what are
think
the
I
odds of that?
And
Like,
that's the one I commented on where she was like super independent.
yeah.
She's like,
Yeah.
That haunted
It's
me.
like you're really not.
That's crazy.
That shit is
Wow, that, like,
hilarious.
must have been like, oh, that's bad. Damn.
Both guys, one
God bless her
time,
heart.
She's
one
fertile.
baby each.
Yeah, right.
She's very fertile.
Yeah, bad
She
juju.
take-
That's what she got.
That's crazy.
can't fuck with these Latinos.
All
Like-
right,
Bless her heart.
let's get some other chats, bro. Go ahead.
Unfiltered. Miyazaki Lee has a question. It says, "Unfiltered podcast for Miss ADHD. What's it like having the condition, and how has it affected your
Oh
relationship?"
my god.
with
Okay,
men?"
first of all, I'm self-diagnosing myself, guys. So like,
She's like, oh shit.
I might not have that. I would just
She
say
don't
that I
have
do
it.
because it's an excuse for me to be like annoying.
Okay, here's the thing.
I actually have
I'm actually
ADHD,
glad
and
that you're here and
low-key
you're
nice.
answering that because I've spoken to him about this before, and we think that people self-analyze themselves wrong, and then you start to believe what you say about yourself, and then you start
all the time.
you
Acting
know
that
I'm my
way.
biggest hater.
Yeah.
Always. Like
So-
I'll tell myself that I have any type of problem in my head.
so
that I probably
why would
don't.
you do that to yourself though?
Because I'm a self-sabotager. You're not listening.
But you keep saying that, and then you keep
Yeah,
reaffirming it every time you
exactly.
say it, and then you say,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm just
But
a
that's where-
self-sabotager. Oh, I just have this. Oh, I just have that." And that's like
It makes
nobody
powerful.
wants. It's like yeah, it's very
true.
powerful.
I mean,
You work-
words are powerful.
like-
I should not be saying that.
Yeah,
It's true.
words when you write, all of
You're right.
that. That's literally
Okay, so guys, I do not have ADHD. I don't have any mental health issues.
There you go. You started. There you go. Start now. Start
You
saying
just
that
gotta
to the
keep
mirror
that
every
every
single
day.
day. Like
when you
10
wake
times a
up,
day.
when you go to sleep,
because I actually have ADHD and I've been diagnosed with it, so I'm just like, you say that, but I'm just like,
it's
I'm more
bullshit.
calm.
So was I, man. I call it high energy disorder. Like, oh, ADHD.
It was like a
'cause I have
generational
high
thing,
energy,
too.
Like, man, that's fucking sick.
Exactly, where you're so hyper that like you like, or like I read something where like they say that that's a coping mechanism when you just like dissociate, or when you get stressful, you just like
Yeah.
tune out. But like I don't know.
They want to
Personally-
put a label on you.
That's what
I'm
we do,
sorry.
yeah.
Go
no,
ahead.
perfect. No, because I think, yeah, if I feel like I'm not focusing on something, I can still focus. But when I feel like I'm focused on something, I feel like it's a superpower.
Yeah,
Here's the
100%.
thing. I think that having high energy is not a bad thing. I think they label you and then they make you think something's wrong.
Yeah, one of the biggest things in the world is the pharmaceutical industry. And how do you control a group of people? You keep them sick, dumb, and broke. And that sick part is the really, really key to keeping somebody broke and dumb. Because if you're healthy, your IQ is naturally just gonna be higher. If you're taking care of your body, your mind is just gonna be quicker, you're gonna be sharper, then you're gonna want to excel in other areas of life and become rich as well. Or at least have some type of influence or affluence. So yeah, it's you want people sick, dumb, and broke if you want to control them, and that's what they know. So they keep you sick from the day one. They teach you all the wrong things to eat. They teach you all the wrong things to do, all the wrong places to go, all the wrong shit to stare at, like TikTok twerking videos and shit. And it's just like boom. And now next thing you know, you're dumb, sick, and broke, and you can't do anything for yourself. And that's like when you're sick. If you guys have ever been in the hospital, ever had like a really bad like sickness or something, when you have the flu, you don't feel like going out. You don't feel like talking to nobody. You don't feel like, you know what I'm saying? All you're worried about is getting healthy.
Yes.
All you're worried about is feeling better. You're like, fuck it. I don't care what's going on. I need to go to sleep. I don't care what's on my phone. I don't care what, like, you know what you need to do.
Yeah.
And that's like the number one thing. Health truly is wealth. And it's cliche, but it's so true.
It is.
So yeah, as far as the labels and everything, they want you to self-diagnose. They want you to talk about depression and anxiety. You know, oh, you're this, you're that. You're just feeling emotions. It's part of fucking life. Get over it. Like you're gonna grow through what you go through, and it's part of life. And they don't want you to believe that. They want you to believe, oh, if you feel sad, you're depressed, and you have this anxiety, and you have ADHD, and you have this and that, and whatever other fucking labels they give people. So then they can put you on a drug and then make you a customer for life. And then you look back, and then now you have 8 different side effects from those 2-3 drugs that added up from the other side effects of the first ones and the first one. And now you're a customer for life, and now you're sick at 50, and then you have a heart attack at 55, and you die before you even retire from your 9-to-5 job. And then that's the life cycle. And that's what they want. It all starts with you being fucking sick.
It's just a rat race.
Absolutely.
Did you understand what he said? Because he
course.
just spit some fucking game.
Of course.
Yeah.
Was
and here's another thing, but to piggyback off that, like when people have cancer and shit, that chemo shit is not cheap. But they'll do anything to fucking get that medication, right?
Yeah, it's not even good for you either. Yeah. It's bullshit.
It's killing you.
People want to stay alive, right? One of the biggest things I saw recently is that people are actually trying to find ways to like become immortal. You know what I mean? They're constantly trying to live forever. So he's not lying about that. Health is wealth. Let's get to some of these chats, bro. Go ahead. Shout out to the fucking chat.
Question for Josh: do you use Coinbase to transfer funds?
Yeah, Coinbase is good. Coinbase is good. I use them.
Miyazaki Lee, question for the men: do you have any post-nut clarity stories?
Yeah, man. I don't mind answering this one. You want to go first? For me, yeah, man. I've had a situation where I dated someone that I probably shouldn't have, or I slept with someone I shouldn't have, and then afterwards I was like, "Fuck, this chick's actually not that attractive." And you know what I mean? I realized it, but in the moment, sometimes when you're in the heat of battle, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
This is my first time using Tinder. I was just like, I think I was just down bad for like 2 weeks. I couldn't get a girl. I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna use Tinder real quick. So then I hopped on Tinder. I got catfish like shit, but like I drove I think an hour already, so I was like, I'm a fuck her, but she's like a fat BBW, and like that was like after I fucked, I was like, well, why the fuck did I just do that? Like I was that horny, like I really just gave my energy to that girl, bro.
You fucked her?
Bro, I kid you not, I nutted in like 10 minutes. I mean 10 seconds. Bro,
wait, you nutted in 10 seconds? That's even more concerning.
Yo, she was so like ugly, but like I didn't want to be mean and like,
Were
you gotta go home.
Somebody else when you were fucking her?
Hell yeah.
Of course.
It was I thought of Gal. Oh, damn, I should say her name. It was, I was thinking
this is like last week.
No. This was a couple years ago, but it was just a quick thing. I was like, all right, cool, I'm out. And she was like, and she like turned around. She was like, "Do you just nut already?" I was like, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Just done one to yourself.
Were you able to like pick her up or anything like that? Like
no, but when like I say BBW, like 300 pounds. Like,
oh no,
yo, you know the worst part? The worst part, it was car sex. So I couldn't even fuck her in the car because she was too big. So I had to like stand outside the car and like.
You didn't go home in that car that night. The suspension broke. Stop.
That's crazy. Okay. What about you, Josh?
Yeah, I mean, when I was younger, definitely. I mean, you have moments like that. I don't know. I was never that.
All right, bro.
I don't know.
You need leeway, bro.
Was like, mom was like, oh, I got this one's like a 9. This one's an 8 though, and then it was like, yeah, I probably should have been 9.
Yeah. That's
like,
happened too.
You know what I mean? It's just like.
Have you ever been in a situation where you had to choose between girls and you're like, damn, I chose the wrong one? Is that what you're talking about?
Bro, it's a decision I deal with every day.
Yeah.
You should start going for the opposite then.
But what's the wrong one?
No, it's not a regret I live with every day.
Yeah.
It's a decision I live with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What about you, Anwar? You're not escaping this one, bro.
No, I don't have any.
You don't have any?
He's escaping.
Yeah.
That was a smart one.
All right, cool. Let's get to some other ones. Go ahead.
Real quick, David Jones. So Basil gave a catfish a 10-second nut. Karma.
Yeah, man, he did.
All right. Let's see. Unfiltered podcast question for the men. This is from your Meshi. What is something that a woman has done in the bedroom that makes you go, "This girl's been ran through"?
Oh my
All right, I'll start off, man. When a woman is trying to fuck me, and you know what I mean. And do you guys know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
No,
I know what you're talking
like,
about.
Like when like
she's trying to rise. She's trying to
yeah,
hop
like
on.
you
Yeah, I
know,
what
like
you're
she's
talking about.
trying to take control,
Yeah.
and you when she like knows how to glide from like a little like a ballerina or some shit, bro. Like she's like, so you know, I'm like, damn, she's been around the block a few times. But yeah, that's how I know. What about you?
So I was just gonna piggyback off that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, but when she's like, "All right, no, let me get on top now." The fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you wildin'.
What about when a girl smacks you?
Nigga, what?
You've never had a girl smack you?
The fuck? No.
No?
Why the
Show
fuck would
her
I have
right
a
there.
girl slap me?
No, girls try to get physical sometimes during sex.
Don't fucking slap me. I'll slap that.
All right, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, there's a multitude of things, like how fast it happened. You know, I mean, that's the dead giveaway. I mean, I kind of know the vibe off rip. But yeah, I mean, like spitting in a girl's mouth and shit, and like her asking for it, that's like huge, you know. Yeah, she was like asking for you to do kinky shit, like that's
She's
the
a whore.
difference. Yeah, like that's the difference. Yeah, and a lot of women lie about their body counts too, but
Hell yeah.
So yeah.
Anwar, what about you, bro? Yo, Anwar, don't be dead, bro. Just
bro. I don't.
Oh, I was
can't
about to
think of
say
anything.
because
I'm trying to do a whole bunch of shit at once. Let's see. Something a woman's done in the bedroom that makes you go, "This girl's been ran through."
yeah.
Shit. Yeah, I don't know.
The when
Alright.
she asks you to drive her home, and then can you walk me up to my room?
No, when she asks you to Uber her somewhere other than her address.
Oh yeah, that's a fucking red flag.
That has happened before?
I'm just saying.
Not to me,
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, that would be a fucking
That
red
just came
flag.
up in my head.
All right, let's get to some other chats. Go ahead.
Let's see. Christian has a question for the ladies. How much should a man make for you to be comfortable?
Good question. How about you? Go ahead. You have a sugar daddy. How much?
At least $500K a year.
Bro,
Jesus
you're not
Christ.
worth 500K a year.
Okay, that's good for you.
You would you say you
Joke, you know I'm joking.
Okay,
right?
so be realistic.
Realistic, like at least 100K.
Okay,
100K is good.
100K. What about you?
Me, I would say like 60, 70.
Really?
Miami.
For
Are
like
you being
an
honest?
average- Yes.
I was like,
Six,
after
seven?
taxes, that's
I
like
said that in the first
50-some.
podcast
That's
too.
true. I mean, like that's how much I make.
Oh,
it's
how
like-
about you?
You said for a woman to feel comfortable,
Yeah.
at least 100K, because even after taxes, it's not even 100K.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really
To be
not.
comfortable with like
We live in Miami.
Okay.
I rent
Is
is
it
$3,000.
the normal thing. Yeah.
All right, cool. Any other ones, bro? Go
I
ahead.
wish.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Bro, hold on, bro. Let me take a second to fucking say that, yo, we've been teetering on like 48, 49 live viewers, man. We're about to get to 50. Shout out to the fucking chat. Shout out to you guys.
Shout out to my friends.
Yeah, shout out to you guys.
Yo,
Any
new
other ones?
viewers, if you haven't chatted, say something, bro. Say what's
Yeah,
up.
man. Go ahead and talk, guys. We want to hear from you guys. And Winifred is here to answer any questions you guys may have. Any
I
other
love
ones?
it.
Go
It's
ahead.
like Wednesday because that's probably why they say that.
Go ahead, bro.
MHD News. Anwar Basil, can you ask Josh about that vegan video? Take his opinion / reaction.
Oh yeah,
I
Go
showed
ahead.
him before the podcast. So you just want to touch on it real quick?
Okay, yeah, it was about
The Piers Morgan.
Oh yeah, it was about Piers Morgan and the climate change thing. I don't believe in climate change, so they're both
Yeah, I
wrong.
don't believe in
like
it either.
climate change isn't real. It's a scam, just like never mind. I'm not gonna say just like them, but
Global warming.
Well, I was gonna say just like NASA, but that's a whole different conversation.
Those are good conversations,
60 million dollars a day, you'll lie to anybody about anything. So that's what NASA does. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't. It's like I don't give a fuck what nobody eats. Like, but if you're dealing with an ailment or something and you want to get better, then and you've eliminated all their options, then come to me and I can more than likely help you better than your fucking GP. That's for sure.
Wow.
'Cause
Like
they couldn't help me, and they told me I'd have a chronic condition for the rest of my life that was incurable, and I got rid of it in 3 months. So yeah.
Like I told y'all, Josh would answer like this. He would change it to like health.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
doesn't
Listen,
give a
man.
fuck.
One thing I admire about Josh is every single time, and I say this shit every fucking single time you come on here, bro. I always learn something. You know what I mean? And it's always good to have people around you that you're always learning from. And I would say this, bro. Like you're very like you're a great guy. You know what I mean? But like you're also very humble about it. You know, like we know you're doing well. You know what I mean? But you're like, no one would ever know if they met you because you don't speak about it. You know what I mean? You just carry yourself a certain way, and if people find out, they find out. I'm pretty sure the women are finding out. You know what I mean? But this is why we bring him on the show, guys. He's amazing. So make sure you guys have it. If any health questions, hit him up. He's really good at that. He lives what he speaks about. Any other ones? Go ahead.
Yeah, your mesh, you got a question for Josh. You mentioned holding your nut during sex. What are some techniques you use to keep it in or keep it at bay? I'm about to nut within 10 minutes. Stroke game is DMX level though.
Stroke game is DMX level. Stop being your dick. First of all, like stop doing that. Also, it's just a mind thing. And once you do it enough times, like it's a choice every time. And you're like, do I want to blow this energy, on a back or in a mouth or whatever, or do I want to keep these vitamins, minerals, and energy for myself? And I mean, if you look into brahmacharyas, which it comes from the Hindu culture, then you'll understand. Like if you look into brahmacharya or brahmacharis, and you'll see like they go up mountains faster than anybody who can train for it all they want, and they stay naturally a lot healthier than most people. That's a whole different topic. It's a little like weird and taboo and can be, but I'm not telling you to, every single time you have sex, don't know. Like, I'm not telling you that. But I am just saying that, yeah, it's like there's a reason a guy like busts once and then you're weak, like you want to eat and you want to go to sleep.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, like there's an old saying and it says women weaken legs. And that's true. It's
Yeah.
just true. Like you want to eat and you want to go to sleep. A woman can go all night, as we just talked about.
Right.
That's the difference. So you have to imagine how much more you're actually giving of yourself. It's literally it's literally like a combination of your bone marrow. It's your cerebral spinal fluid that is coming out of you. So keep that in mind. Like, and you're pretty limited in that. And the yogis call it so keep that in mind. Like that is the seed that creates life.
Yeah. For sure.
Women don't have the seed that creates life. We do.
Yeah.
Men have this the superpower for real. Like all this pussy power. No. Like that oil is talked about as Christos in the Bible, which means Christ, which is oil. It means oil in Italian, and Christ and Christos are one and the same. The Bible is really about that process in the body and the biology and how to start everything. It's like we can get really, really deep if we wanted to, but yeah, like metaphors, allegories, and all those things in the Bible, it's really about you. It's really about you. And Jesus Christ is your potential, essentially. So yeah, that's a little deeper than I usually go, but yeah, that's really what it is. And if you hold that in, like you will find a superpower within yourself. And I mean, I cut out sex to get to where I'm at right now. I didn't entirely forever, but I cut it out for about 2 straight months and really locked in on this trading shit. And that was one of the biggest things that allowed me to really get to where I'm at now, was those 30, 60, 90 days of complete focus and locking in on this craft, and said no sex, no video games, no hanging out with the bum friends, no listening to family members that don't believe me, all that shit. Like that was one of the biggest parts, was no sex, because that's what you're fucking up your sleep schedule, because most sex is happening at night, and then you're staying up for, and then you're going to sleep at 1, and you still want to wake up early, and it's like sex is great, and I encourage people to have it, but at the same time, like do it responsibly. It's like anything, you can get addicted to that shit. And then you just blow all your energy, waste all your energy, and then you can't show up to life with any of that energy. And if you hold it in, like you're gonna start noticing after 2-3 days. Most guys are busting us every day. After 2-3 days, you're gonna go out and you're gonna notice these women are looking at you different. You got a different glow to your skin. Your teeth are whiter. Your eyes are lighting up. Your energy is different because you literally have more vitamins and minerals to pull from in your body. So yeah,
it's a fact.
God
I think y'all should hop on the semen retention challenge.
Yeah, guys. Everybody in the chat, if you're a guy, just go a whole fucking 3 months without fucking busting a nut. All right, do it for Josh. And someone says
I went 8. I went 8, and it's a wild experience. It's a wild experience. And yeah, when the moon is in your this goes into astrology. Some people believe in it, some people don't. But I know our wake cycles and sleep cycles are with the sun and moon. So when your moon is in your sun sign, that's when you get the seed planted, and that's when you'll notice that you are most sexually aroused as a man. So look into that, and you'll understand that most of the times you kind of lost control of yourself was during that time, because you're very vulnerable. But that's a whole different, deeper topic. But
yeah, shout out to Josh, man. Our message says Josh even disciplined during a smash session. That's actually one of the hardest times to be disciplined.
If
guys.
you can be disciplined in that, like you can be disciplined in anything. If you can hold your nut the next time you have sex and not beat your dick as a man, not be a little fucking bitch and sit there like a little boy in the corner beating your dick to some porn on your phone, like you're gonna change mentally. You're gonna change mentally, because then nothing comes without work. Like that girl you want, it's not gonna come without work. So you can't just get that instant gratification because you're not allowing yourself to anymore from your hand. So you have to work for everything you get. Every dopamine hit you get, you're working for. So it instills that in your subconscious, and then now that translates into every other area in life.
Yeah. Shout out to that. Let's get to some more chats, bro. Go ahead.
Let's see. David Jones got a question for me. How are you going to stay holy when spring break begins in Miami? All those beautiful college girls with daddy's money to buy Plan B. How will you endure the struggle?
Yeah, how are you going to endure that?
Bro, all I do is work and sleep. I don't have time for that. So
All right.
That's it.
Someone's watching. All right. All right, cool. Any other chats, man?
Yeah. Oh, I got another question for Josh.
All right.
Question for Josh. What would you tell someone who is doubtful of the spiritual things you talk about, such as karmic debt, fasting, or the sacred secret?
That you haven't experienced enough life and you haven't felt enough pain in your life. And that's, I don't know you personally, but I know pain can be transmuted into power. And if you've experienced enough of it, you're going to know God is real, because it's going to show you. You have to become aware of self first, though. If you're not aware of self, you're not going to be aware of all the beautiful things happening around you, because you're going to be too doled out. You're going to be too literally blown out. Like, all your nuts going to be everywhere in the world, and you're never going to hold the energy in. And then you wonder why you don't have energy and awareness. Like, you can't even focus on nothing else. You just want to eat, sleep, and fuck, or beat your dick or whatever. Like, when you, that's base level energy shit. Like, that's base level. That's survival. You're in survival. So when you start actually holding on to something, you start treating yourself well, getting in the gym, being disciplined with your diet, being disciplined with your sleep schedule, and who you give your energy to, you're going to notice things start to change. You're going to start to see a lot of beautiful things, because now you're aware of self. And you're aware of your daily habits, your seconds, your minutes, your hours, your days, because that ultimately turns into your life. And then that is where the spirituality aspect comes from it. And you start to see, like, I don't know, you start to see different numbers, numerology, you start to see different alignments in people. Like, you might walk by a conversation and not even know it's for you, but you're just walking down the street. But when you start to become aware to the point of where everything you know that you hear, see, feel, touch, taste is meant for you, you start to be very, very aware and understand that conversation you just walked by actually has something meant for you, and it wasn't even about them. And you might catch one sentence, and then that was the message you needed to hear that day. That's how God talks to you. But if you don't have the awareness, you're never going to get that fucking message. And that, to me, is like the saddest thing for somebody to go through life without that connection to God, because that is God. God's not going to show up and be like some guy coming out of the sky and be like, yo, what's good? Like, how you doing? Hey, see, you're doing this. No. That's how he's going to communicate. He's going to communicate through opportunities in your business. He's going to communicate through those conversations on the side of the street, or when you're taking yourself out to get a coffee or whatever. I don't know. It's going to be those subtleties. It's going to be those times when you see that 333 or something on your phone. And that's not talking about like spiritual numbers or anything. It's just synchronicities. Syncretism is how God talks to you. And when you see that happen in your life, that's ultimate spirituality, but you'll never see it if you don't have the awareness of self. So develop awareness of self, your thoughts, your actions, your habits, and you'll develop all those other things. So if you've never fasted either, there's a reason, Jesus fasted for 40 days, 40 nights, whether you believe in Christianity or not. That's the ideal man. That's just the figure put before us as the ideal man, at least in Christianity. There's others in every other religion as well. That's just the example I can talk about because most people know it. But fasting is huge. Like, look up the benefits of fasting. And don't believe any of it, just fucking do it, and you'll see it for yourself. You just have to do it. That's the thing. Action beats all the meditation in the world. It beats everything. When you take action, that's when you start to see this shit. When you actually act accordingly, like you live a right life, you're going to start to see good things happen for you in your life. When you fast, you're going to start to see the benefits of the fasting. When you actually hold on to some energy, you're going to start to see the increase in energy and so on and so forth. So, yeah.
And you just have to take the first step. You don't know how to adjust the scope if you don't shoot the gun.
There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And do me a favor, Jennifer. Don't read the chats.
Yeah,
because
for D.
you clearly can't contain yourself. And I just think it's rude when
It's super messed up. I've been listening, and it's so messed up because it's about.
Yeah. Okay.
D2, stop reading the chat.
And also, I'll say this.
Hello.
It's kind of ironic that for someone like yourself that's become successful and can actually afford to date women, the way that you got there was actually by being disciplined and not dating and having sex with all these women and not worried about busting nuts. Because I feel like a lot of guys in Miami here, that's all they're worried about, bro.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I don't know if I'll even be here much longer, honestly. Like in Miami, I mean, it's literally like I called it the devil's den since day one. I didn't grow up around the party scene. I didn't give a fuck who was doing what or dating who or doing what drug. Like, I didn't give a fuck. I knew that was like base level shit. And I was just like, that's why I've still never drank alcohol. I'm just like, yo, like that shit doesn't end well for anybody. I don't care if you just want to buzz or anything. Like you're fucking yourself up. It's self-sabotage. And they've taught us to do this shit. And they told us, oh yeah, it's cool. It's good for you. Ha ha ha. And it's like, no, the fuck it's not. It's like, I don't judge y'all for doing it. It's cool, whatever. Like, do what the fuck you want with your life. Because if that's how you want to live life, then fucking live it to the fullest. Cool. I just want you to understand the consequences of those actions. And I think that if we live a good life, then we can feel better. Like, I don't know, if you're depressed and you're like, why am I depressed? Like, oh, but you're drinking alcohol every day. It's like, yo, it's pretty fucking obvious.
Right.
Like, cut out the shit, you know, and maybe just do it on the weekend or something and don't do it as much or whatever. Like there's a balance with everything. Right. But yeah, for me, it was just like, I don't know, man, it was never cool to me. So like coming down to Miami, it was kind of like, I got here and I was like, this is dope. But at the same time, I was like, this ain't me.
Yeah.
Like, this is really, really dope. I love the beach. I love going out and still having fun. But I'm like, man, like, everybody down here doing something.
Yeah.
Everybody down here got their scope adjusted a little far from like where I really want to go, and what I want to associate with. I've met some amazing people, and like friends I'll have for the rest of my life, such as you guys. But man, like, I've been here for 9 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I've been here for 6 too. Yeah.
Like, you know, we met like a month or two ago. So it's like, you know, so it took a minute, you know, and then I have other friends that I met here, beautiful friends that I love dearly. But yeah, at the same time, it's just like, man, like, and they moved to Bali. You know, I was gonna go to Bali with them. You know what I mean? So it's like, and that's like paradise, you know. And it's still this party scene out there and stuff too. But it's like, man, like now you're living in like you're in nature. Like, boom. I never lived in a city before Miami. I was always on land for the most part.
Where are you from, by the way, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, upstate New York.
Okay.
Yeah, I moved down to Sarasota, Florida, though, when I was 8. So yeah, and then I moved down to Miami 9 months ago, roughly. So
one question for you, Josh. So for people that are going through depression and they want to get to the point where you are, right? What was it for you? Because I know you said that it was like a health situation that kind of got you started on the journey.
Yeah, so feel good, look good, do good. So if you feel good, you're gonna look good, and if you look good, you're gonna do good, and because you just feel good about yourself, you want to give that to other people. So when you take care of yourself, you can take care of others. If you don't put if you're not selfish for a certain period of time, you're never gonna be able to be selfless. Like truly, like you can be selfless, but the amount of value you're gonna actually provide is like, oh, I can make them smile. Like, yeah, that's what life's about. But it's like, yo, why don't you go make some fucking money? So then, like, you can put your mother in a beautiful house in a beautiful place, like, or buy her a car, and like, yo, now she's gonna enjoy that shit every day of her life. Like, it's not just a smile for a brief moment. She's gonna smile because, wow, my son blessed me. Right. You know, my son took care of me. He put in some work. He had to kind of go off on his own and do his thing for a while, but then he came back and boom, now it's just blessing forever. But you have to go through that part of like being a little selfish, if that makes sense. So I think people just locking into themselves and realizing who they are and having that awareness of self, like, you know where you're fucking up. Everybody does. Everybody knows that the drugs and the alcohol isn't good. Everybody knows going out too late and going to sleep too late and waking up too late isn't good. Everybody knows like not exercising isn't good. Everybody knows, you know, the bullshit foods not to eat. Everybody knows. We all know. We're all adults. We've been around enough. We know that shit ain't good for us. Maybe you don't know what's better, but that's where it's like, ask somebody who does. Right. You know, you have to seek growth if you want to actually achieve it. So, I mean, I still have negative emotions, but it's just I'm better at taming them than most people because I felt them more often and I've been through it before. It's just a matter of repetition, so I can diffuse them in my head faster. And it's like, boom, I know I'm on my team. Mm-hmm. You know, I know I'm for me. So it's like, okay, we see this, we feel this emotion. Okay, cool. We address it. Okay, cool. Now we can diffuse it because we've been here before. We know how to get rid of this. You know, you go back into the gym. You go make some money. You know, you get around your boys or whatever and have camaraderie or whatever, or your girls, and like, you know, like. It's just life, man. Like, it's life. Like, you're gonna feel shit. And you have to accept that. Yeah. Like one day, the people I love and care about most are probably gonna die, you know, before I go. Right. So it's like I've literally lived all my relatives' deaths out in my head. Yeah. And it sounds kind of fucked, but at least for that day, I'll be ready for everybody else that didn't prepare. Right. So it's like, you know, prepare for hell, but at the same time, like, you know, try to live in heaven, but prepare for hell, if that makes sense. Like, because hell's coming. Like, it's coming. Oh, yeah. Like one day, like your parents gonna die. One day your brother's gonna die. One day your sister's gonna die, and they might go before you, and you might have to deal with that. And you have to be ready for that. And if you're not emotionally ready for the little things in life, oh no, your car got towed. Oh no, you can't afford the bills. If money's your only problem, you don't have a fucking problem. Yeah. You know, that's what I constantly tell people. But yeah, I think just preparation for the worst, but expect the best and live in that state of gratitude. I think gratitude is huge. You have to really, like, they say comparison's the thief of joy, but it can also be the giver of joy. Like, look at how much you do have and then compare yourself to the fucking bum on the side of the street. Like, yeah, he might have did drugs and got there, but he might have been a really good guy and got fucked over and was a genius and got accused of murder like my uncle did. Yeah. You know, so it's like, it's just there's different stories everywhere. But yeah, I think it just comes down to really gratitude for the most part, and then just putting in the work to the things that you know are really actually going to make you happy, and they're not the things that are easy to do. Do things hard and your life will be easy, and do the easy things and your life will be hard. So
Yep.
yeah,
Completely agree, man. I posted a story today on my Instagram about this kid who he's a breadwinner for his family. He's like fucking 7 years old or something like that, 7, 8 years old, and his father passed. And I was like, damn, bro. I look at him and I'm like, how the fuck do I complain about my life? You know what I mean? And it's crazy, man, because you know we're so privileged and we still somehow find a way to fucking like complain about our situations, and people out here literally have it worse.
Yeah, depression.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. But shout out to you. All right, let's get to some of these chats, man. The chat has been fucking crazy. Man, we're like at 49 and shit. And we keep going down the front. I see the growth, man. I'm so happy. Shout out to the chat. Let's get to some of the chats.
All right. A question from Captain. Ladies, do you spit or swallow? And keep in mind, 1 teaspoon of semen has more protein in it than a hard-boiled egg.
So he just switched the whole fucking vibe.
Yeah.
He had to add the positives in there first.
Oh God.
All right, Miss Wonderful. Do you spit or swallow?
What do you think?
I'd like to know from you.
I hope you swallow.
It depends who it is.
She's keeping it real, guys.
I'm not.
She's keeping up. She's keeping up. I appreciate your honesty, because here's what I think. I think women decide who they do it with, right? Like I think if he's like super attractive, you're really into him, you're like, hey man, I'm gonna swallow his kids, right? But if he's like a guy like maybe your sugar daddy, you probably gonna be like,
I'm not fucking my sugar daddy.
Oh, so when it happens, because it will, right?
It's not gonna happen.
Okay.
I promise you.
What about you?
Swallow.
Hey, shout out.
Very
She
confident
sounded like the
now.
bird.
I love
Swallow.
that.
But she's so feminine with it. Swallow. Right. All right. What about you? But you can't spit or swallow, right?
Not really, but I hope that like women have the same benefit though. You know.
All
what I
right. Speaking
mean?
to the mic.
Because-
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I mean I can't really speak on the guy. But you know, hopefully women also have that same benefit because, you know.
I mean, you can swallow something from a girl.
You can. I'm just saying I hope it has the same benefits.
okay.
I hope it has the same
benefits,
minerals.
I get you.
Gotcha.
Probably,
Okay.
it probably does
Cool,
not.
cool.
I
All right.
highly doubt it.
All right. Let's get to a few more chats, bro. Go ahead.
Let's see. Orbit Reigns want to know when Josh starting his own podcast.
Yeah, listen, man. So funny story. When we first met Josh, once again, man, thanks to Basil. Basil has all the connections. You know, we actually talked about it, and one of the first things that Josh first told me was, hey man, it's kind of weird how everything happened because I've been wanting to do a podcast lately. Remember?
Yep.
It's one of the first things he told me. And so, you know, we're in the works right now as we speak to work something out. Maybe he'll end up staying in Miami working with us. You know, that's the goal. We're you know, we're in the talking process. But here's one thing I realized, that every time that Josh comes through, man, it's always a fire episode. You know, the last episode he was here, he was schooling some women on because the women were like, oh yeah, well babies come from us. He's like, yeah, it comes from above to me to you. You know what I mean? So and that video went viral on TikTok as well. So yeah, man, he's just good energy, man. He's a good guy to learn from. He's a good friend to have. So shout out to him. Do we have any
And if I
other
do
chats?
stay in Miami, I'll probably I won't live in the city. I'll live like outside.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
I
somewhere like
agree.
Doral or something.
Yeah.
Like, I think living in the city is a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I tried it and I enjoyed it, but there was just things I was like, man, like fuck, I want to be a little bit away from like the supercars and the sirens and the horns.
I mean,
know?
you live in the
So-
most expensive fucking building in Miami.
I mean,
bro.
I did it right. I did it right.
yeah,
the first
I mean,
time.
you did
So I was
go.
like,
Yeah,
if I'm gonna do it,
yeah,
I'm gonna do it
yeah,
right
yeah,
the first
yeah,
time, and
yeah.
then do it as best as I can the first time,
Yeah.
and then I can get the fuck out and be like, yeah, I had that experience. It was cool. But
Right. Yeah,
So,
yeah. And look, I'm a big I advocate for that a lot. Like I'm like, yo, if you're gonna do something, go all out, and then that way you know like if it was worth it or not. And I say like he's our neighbor, guys. So shout out to him. And like I said, hopefully he does end up staying in Miami or at least close to it. You know, in the outskirts, and maybe we'll go work something out. Let's get to a few more chats, bro. Go ahead.
Tanner wants the men to rate themselves.
All right, cool. Before we do that, before we do that, I want to make sure that if anybody hasn't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and yeah, guys, share this video with your friends and family.
Why are we doing this shit again?
Yeah, man.
And
Listen,
we all three rated ourselves
they,
before.
They don't have to do it. I'll just say, for me personally, I think I'm a solid like 8. You know what I mean? I think I have a long way to go. But see, the thing about me is that my rating doesn't come from my appearance. You know what I mean? Oh, whoa, I missed something. Hold up.
She's trying to be fucking funny.
See, here's the thing. You don't let me finish. My rating doesn't come from appearance. Like appearance to women is everything. Like I could be a 5, and as long as I'm rich, like I automatically shoot up to like a 7, 8, 9. You know what I mean? You can be ugly, the way you are and get like $1 million and you're still gonna be like average. Does that make sense? No. Because we don't play by the same rules. If we're being honest, we don't play by the same rules. Men and women are different.
Bro,
but yeah, man, that's my rating for myself. I don't. If they don't want to rate themselves, they don't have to.
I would say you deserve a button.
Was that
for your comment? I was like, you deserve a button.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I said, see, here's the thing: women think that men and women are the same. We're not. Women, your currency is beauty. My currency is not beauty. I don't give a fuck if people think I'm the most attractive. It doesn't matter to me.
Yep.
That's not my currency. That's your currency, and your currency is really low.
I'll go. I think I'm an 8.
Okay.
But also, if y'all want me to explain, but I don't think I need to.
Yeah. I think it's for the same reasons. But go ahead. What about you, Josh?
I'm a 10.
Yeah. All right. He's a 10. No room for improvement over there.
I think I'm very like, not monetarily, but just about like, I don't think I'm gonna, I'll probably put on another 5 to 10 pounds of muscle, like, as you get to your prime as a man around 30, 35, somewhere in there. So yeah, maybe a little leaner.
Bro,
yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No,
Yo, David, please don't rate us. Because David, because like we fuck with you real heavy, bro. But like, you know what I mean? Like, I just literally spoke about this on the daytime show. I don't understand.
Hilarious.
You know what I mean? Like, all right. Anyways,
He's your favorite, or yours favorite.
Let's do me a favor. Let's go ahead and get a few more in, and then we'll get ready to go out here.
Actually, we got one here. I think let me try to interpret it because it's worded kind of weird.
Okay.
Question for the men: do you trust anyone besides your family? Wondering how you men have handled betrayal.
Oh, that's
Do I
a good
trust
question.
anyone besides my family?
That is a good question.
I don't trust people in my family. I don't trust it. Trust is something that's earned, not given.
Correct. Yeah.
But like I always say, what's thicker than blood? Mud. The people that you actually go through things with, they know you more than even your family does.
Yeah. Listen, guys, I think we've all experienced betrayal, right? Everybody handles it differently. I cut people off whenever I feel betrayed. But do I trust people? I like to say I trust people as far as I can throw them. You know what I mean? Like I'll give, like even Josh, you know what I mean? Like I trust you to come to the show. You know what I mean? I trust you to be honest with me and stuff like that. But what I trust you with, like we're not that close yet. You know what I mean? It just depends on like the circumstance. But yeah, I mean, for me, also like my lifestyle was different. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have I never met my dad. My mom gave me up when I was a kid. I went through group homes, foster cares, youth facilities, jail. You know what I mean? So like my trust comes from like a different place. But yeah, I mean, I think it's good to trust people. I think it's good to give people the opportunity to earn your trust, you know? But yeah, that's just my take on it right there. What about you?
Yeah, I think like for respect for me, it's everybody gets my 100% respect till they disrespect me. And then with trust, it's like you start at a 50-50, you know. It's like I have no reason to not trust you yet, but I really don't have much of a reason to trust you. So whatever you do from that point on is gonna move that scale up in trust or move that scale down in trust. So you know, I've definitely trusted some wrong people in my life, but I've trusted other people and they've never let me down once. So yeah, it's just, you know, trust people to be who they are.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And trust people to let you guys down too, man. Everybody's gonna let you down at some point. All right, listen, man, we've already gone way over an hour. I want to thank the guests. You guys were phenomenal today, even Wonderful. Thanks to the freaking chat. Thanks to the chat. We appreciate you guys so much, man. We almost hit fucking 50. I saw you at 48, 49. Thanks for the growth, man. We appreciate the super chats as well. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the daytime show. Peace.
Bye.